Well, I'm not dead yet. Almost. Not yet. I think what actually saved me was Bert trying to banish me as a demon from his chat. I think that was it. When he started the ritual, I could feel something inside of me growing. As soon as the exorcism kicked in, I was like, yeah, let's get it. Tis but a scratch. You guys don't know this, but there's this other streamer. I'm getting ready to release some bank records on him. He took a little payout. $1,700. I think his name's Will. Hard to keep up with all these guys. Likes to run around saying shit like, well, I served in the military. Hitting his vape and being fat. I'm tired of it. Bert is being a very, very dramatic boy. Very dramatic. That's right, bitches. I got a popcorn lung and asked for more butter. Oh. Well, that's the music. You're going to hear me on a cough drop. You might hear my voice go in and out. It's coming back. We're getting there. I figured I'd try it out tonight and see what happens. Might fall on my face, but we'll figure it out. Here we go.
Hey Daddies, it's me, the Linda Binda from TikTok. I wanted to make this video because I wanted to thank you for watching Cold Beer Confessionals with Will Bird. I think that's just incredible. I've watched a few episodes and I'm just like very intrigued. But you know what I'm most intrigued in is Big Daddy's meat stick. I heard that it's very thick, like a good old German sausage. You know, Linda and her coochie loves that. Oh, never mind. Let's not go there. Anyways, I hope you have a good show and enjoy it as you can. There's a lot of weird things that go on, especially when it comes from the realm of Linda Bindaland. So, enjoy the show. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Welcome, everybody. I'm Will Bird, and this is the Cold Beer Confessional. Thank you for joining us. I'm back. I know I'm not sounding great. This is the best I got right now. It comes and goes. I missed the last few days. I was busy dying. So last show we did, people could tell towards the end of the show I was losing my voice. And I even started the first of the show, said I woke up with a sore throat, and it felt like I was going to lose my voice. So towards the end of the show, I was just losing my voice, and I thought that was it, right? Lose my voice, it'll come back. It happens, I don't know, usually a show where I like yell a lot or get really excited, or a couple of those in a row, zap it out, especially like if the temperature's changing, allergies or something, I don't know. Anyways, I finished that show. I did some research that I was doing for something else here for probably about 45 minutes, loaded up and went home. And by the time I got home, I was like dizzy. I was lightheaded. I couldn't stand up. I sat down to eat something, couldn't eat. I sat down and was like, man, I need to make something to eat, but I'm tired. And couldn't eat, so I went to stand back up. Then I was dizzy, stumbling around. Sat back down because I was dizzy. I was like, what the hell's going on? Sat back down, and like within maybe 30 minutes, I couldn't hold my head up. It was just like bobbing out, right? Look, I was over here bobbing for cocks. But yeah, I was just out of it. And I didn't go to the doctor. You won't be surprised to know I don't go to the doctor very often. Instead, I just laid in my bed and almost died for 4 days, and took a bunch of medicine over the counter. So the best I can tell, it wasn't COVID. Obviously, I took COVID tests. We got COVID tests. The best I can tell is it's also going around the school. And one of my real good friends I grew up with, his daughter just had the exact same, like when he was describing it to me, I was like, yeah, that was me. Yeah. Like exact same symptoms I had. And she ended up having to go to the emergency room because she got so dehydrated. She hadn't peed in like a day and a half or something. He freaked out and took her to the emergency room. But it was just flu B. And apparently it's bad this year. So don't get the flu this year, I guess. It's just the B-type variant of the flu. It was pretty horrible. Like literally for 3 days, I didn't get out of the bed at all. Except we got like obviously a bathroom like with our bedroom. And then there's another bathroom. I went to like the closest bathroom, would pee, and then would fall back in the bed. And I would be awake for like a few minutes and think I was good. And then I would just be back asleep and wake up hours and hours later and take more medicine. I probably would have went to the doctor at some point if I thought I could do it on my own. I wasn't calling an ambulance for the flu, but I don't think I could walk part of it. Like I was staggering. I was having trouble with balance. I was just falling. There's no way I could have drove. I mean, Mariah would have drove me, but I don't think she could have got me to the car. Like it was bad. I probably would have went to urgent care or something, but by that point I was just like, man, I don't know how I'm going to get there. and I wasn't about to call an ambulance to take me. So luckily, it kind of held through. Like it felt like it was getting worse and worse. Like the first couple days, the third day I started to slack off, and then by the fourth day I could notice a big change. I could stay awake for more than like 15 minutes. My voice started coming back. I wasn't coughing nearly as much stuff up. So the flu's bad this year. But what's weird is I know kids have like amazing immune systems. That's why they're in school and they always have like a runny nose, but they're usually not super sick. Both the boys have had coughs, and Ollie especially has been coughing stuff up, but none of the other symptoms. Like he's not like laying in bed all day, passing out, dizzy, drowsy, none of that. Just the coughing and the mucus. Liam had a cough for a day or two. They both had weird fevers that would spike and then go away. Oliver got sent home one day from school last week before I got sick. I actually went and picked him up. He had a fever spike, but by the time he got home, the nurse took it, and it was barely, their cutoff is 100 degrees. It was like 100.1, and they sent him home. By the time he got home, he was down like a normal temperature already and stayed normal for most of the day. It was weird. It came and went. Whatever. Anyways, it liked to kill me. Like it was horrible. I don't know what I did to who, but I don't want it back. So Mariah has been helping me out, feeding me, giving me fluids, sanitizing everything, keeping the kids away from me. But I just kind of slept it off. It's pretty bad, especially if you have like any type of breathing issue. I don't. But if you guys have any type of breathing issues, or if you've been like a long time smoker or anything, if you get the flu this year, you might want to go straight to the doctor or the hospital or something, especially if you can catch it early. So apparently if you catch it early and know it's the flu, like get a positive flu test result, Tamiflu or whatever it is stops it really, really well. The nurse at the, I don't know if this is true. So when they do the flu vaccines, there's like all these different types of flu, and the vaccines are supposed to target a certain branch. So let's say there's 100 different flus, and this vaccine's supposed to get these 40, and this vaccine's supposed to get this 30, and then this one's supposed to get whatever's left. Well, apparently they did. I guess the one that they anticipated and gave the flu vaccine for was not the one that everybody's ended up with. So they may have miscalculated there. Either way, I didn't get it anyways, the flu shot or the nasal spray. I got it one year when I was in the Army. I got it 6 different times, which I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to do. So I figured I just had it for life. I was just going to stop getting it now. We'll see if that pans out or not. But I'm back, and here we are. So we'll see what's going up. Yeah, we don't. I know everybody's trying to give me medical advice. We just don't do medical advice. It's just it's too crazy, especially after Mike Penny's group almost killed a baby. So we don't do medical advice in chat. That's why the mods are arguing with you. I'm back. We'll try this out and see how it works. It should be getting better over the next couple days. We'll see.
Spam just resubscribed for 14 months.
Thank you very much. Pabs loves Bam. 14 months. I appreciate it. Year and 2 months. We'll see how it works out. Either way, I figured I'd start with something easy, and there's no easier target than our man Bert. He's been on the prowl out here, the lady killer Bert. He's been a very dramatic boy. And when you see his makeup, I think you'll figure out what I mean. Bert has went to eyeliner, as if his begging wasn't dramatic enough. Bert has went to full on eyeliner. By the way, the first thing I wanted to highlight on his page here is he shared this. Oh shit! Hold on, let me change accounts. Give me a second. The first thing I want to highlight. Oh shit! Thank you, PH28. Pair character riding a firework rocket disappearing away before bursting in the sky. $49.99. Thank you very much, PH28. It's where I logged into my account that he's got blocked. He just doesn't know I have over 300 accounts. I am Facebook. I am the internet. Ooga booga. He shares this article that says report. Renters need to earn nearly $70,000 annually to live in Las Vegas. And this is part of his grift, right? This is part of his grift, right? So he won't move. He says he can't move, but he's got to live in Las Vegas. And $70,000 sounds like a lot. The problem is this is not for a single person. This is for the average family, which I think is like 3.5 people or something. Like the average household is like 3.5 people. Because most people are a couple, right? If they're out renting together. And then they have, on average, they have like 1.5 kids. If they're having kids, I think. If you just take the general populace, it's 2.2 people. If you take the populace with children, it's 3.5 kids on average. Anyways, this is for the average renter, which is a couple with a kid and a half for $70,000. So someone in his own chat calls him out, and Don Wallace says this is not for a single person or a single person residence, and shares this image. And it says Las Vegas envy 1-bedroom apartments, $5,094, 1-bedroom rentals, 1 bed, Rancho Mirage, 4250 South Arville Street, Las Vegas, Nevada. Dog and cat friendly fitness center, pool, dishwasher, refrigerator, kitchen, in-unit washing machine, $1,300 to $2,000 a month. Bert didn't respond to that comment. he just left that one. He just left that one alone. So he's still trying to make his money. There he is, looking good. Got the gun show out. He had to do his show in 2 parts. And wait till you see his eyeliner. I can't wait. Mariah, can I borrow your eyeliner? I'm gonna do a hold on. I'm gonna do a Bert-Bert / Chris Angel routine, and put on some heavy eyeliner and an overall sad boy motif. Here we go. Let's get started. Oh yeah, Shadow wants to unalive himself. Shadow's looking for a window to jump out. He wishes Bert wouldn't have boarded up the only window in the hotel room.
You made me late. You made me late, little buddy. It's okay.
You know who he reminds me of? I know I've made you guys, if you've been at the show long enough, I know I've made you watch the those old YouTube videos about David Blaine's street magic, where those 2 gay guys are like, "Leave us alone, David Blaine. Stop it. Stop it. You made his bag tiny, David Blaine." That's who he looks like, is the David Blaine character from those. Hold on, I'll show you. I know I've made you watch him before. That's who I meant when I said Chris Angel earlier. Hold on. Oh, there's Marry a Man. These videos. Need some eyeliner.
All right, these guys.
It's just David Blaine harassing these 2 guys with magic.
No, David Blaine, no.
Anyways, we can watch that some other time. You guys, if you've been here long enough, I've made you watch them because that's what I grew up on. All right, here we go.
We'll do things on your time. No big deal.
Look how dramatic he looks. He's like a sad little devil boy. Sad. He's going through his emo phase.
That's big enough.
Look at that eyeliner.
Are you having fun now?
How is anybody ever going to take him seriously? Oh, yeah, he puts on full makeup. I just think he was not using as much eyeliner before or something. He got a wider pencil.
Yeah, we're going to need the microphone, won't we? Well, there's Marianne Man.
Here's Marry a Man.
Okay, good evening. Hello. Hello. Look at what's with you tonight. This little guy is rowdy.
Yeah, I didn't. I don't know how much weight I lost, but I didn't eat for 4 days. That's not true. I had an apple one time, and then I had part of a biscuit and gravy. one time.
Camera. And it took me a while to reset it. Spanish Fort, Alabama in the house. We got people here. There's people here to see us.
That cat's hating it. Look at it. He even argues with it. He's like, just stay up here. I know you want to get down, but just stay up here.
What's with you? What's with you? Hey, come on. Come on. Stop it, man. Stop it. You better stop it. Come here. Come on. Get up here with me. Oh, man. Oh, man. You were something else, too.
I think he just dips. Shadow's actually a calico. And what people don't know is when he got him, he was a calico cat. And he uses Shadow. He just dips him into the shoe polish when he starts raking it across his hair. That's how he dies on both at the same time. You can see where he's bumped the flag a couple times behind him.
Today. We've been busy today. We moved, didn't we, buddy? Well, we got a new place. You're not used to it yet. Hello, everybody. Come on in the room. Mm-hmm.
I don't even think he moved. I just think he's saying that shit. It's because we already know where he's at. It didn't take, but like, with some guy on Facebook found it in like an hour.
Molly Williams says hello from Kentucky. Marianne Mann. I lived at Airport University for 30 years. Calm down, baby. Come on. You don't want to be here with me today? You don't want to be here?
No.
Put your ears back at me.
No days.
I provide the food. I provide the food. You know that, right? I'm the food guy.
So he's literally saying, you have to sit with me because I feed you. Do you want to die? You have to. Bert doesn't provide his own food and housing. That cat belongs to the chat, Bert. You're gonna have to upload it as a GIF and just give it out, and that'll be it. Mail one hair to each follower. I don't know, something, but you're not the food guy.
You don't put your ears back at me. You might play that with somebody else, but not over here. Huh? Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no.
That's what I tell Mariah when she's got a headache again. I provide the food.
Good evening, Bert and Shadow. Happy Friday. That's from Kathy McKay.
And tonight it's all sausage.
There's Donna Randall in the house.
Look at that eyeliner.
Marianne Mann, I know I was supposed to text you. I'll try to do it here in a minute. So everybody's talking about Alabama, I guess. Hello, Alabama. I spent a year in Montgomery, Alabama one night. Yes, I did. Little Shadow.
That's going to be just a heads up. That's going to be his best joke all night. His best joke all night was a throwaway line that most people missed when he said, I spent a year in Montgomery, Alabama one night. That's going to be his best fucking joke. Most people didn't get it. He threw it away before most people even got it. That's going to be the best joke you're going to get.
Little Shadow, little Shadow. You want down, don't you? My gosh. You're going to get down, and you know what you're going to do? You're going to want to get back up here again. You're going to say, well, how'd you put me down for? Why'd you put me down? You guys, I'm going to put him down. He's in a mood. Everybody, I hope you get a chance to say hi. Get on down. Get on down. He's going to get under my feet now. You watch and see. Exactly. Right under my feet.
You had to put him. I'm sorry, chat. Yeah, I hope you got to say hello. I got to put him down. I'm sorry. He won't stay with me.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm glad you're all here. Come on in the room. We got 20 people already. We got a lot of people from Alabama, apparently.
He's mad. So he's passively aggressively mad that people are talking about Alabama. There's another video. I'll grab it right now. He's passive aggressively mad that people are talking about Alabama instead of talking about Bert and Shadow. Now, I know this sounds petty. It sounds stupid. It sounds like I'm making it up. I'm not. Literally, if you come into the chat and start saying hi to people, he gets mad. Now's not the time for highs. I'm trying to cover the news here. Oh, you just want everybody to talk about what you want to talk about, huh? Like this is what he does. Let me see if I can find this clip. Oh, yeah, I forgot to do that. Hold on. The one where Bert rebukes the... Hold on. There's too many good ones. There's too many good ones. Damn, I just saw it a second ago. He got mad about somebody for just coming into the chat and saying hello, but I can't remember who it was. I'll have to find it in a minute. Hold on, let's grab this one. I want to grab this clip, this somebody clip, because I just read it. Now I want to see it. Hold on. This is from the Truth page.
They know it's full of crap. Yeah, they all know about the Lynch Truth page, you jerk. They all know about it. They know it's fake. They know it's full of crap.
You big crappers. You're full of big fake crap, aren't you? Aren't you?
Life at all? I command you under the authority of Jesus Christ in the name
He forgot what he was going to say. I command you under the authority of Sears and Roebuck. God damn it. Jesus Christ. He forgot what he was going to say.
I command you under the authority of Jesus Christ.
He was this close. He was this close to saying Jiminy Crickets. That close. We just missed it.
I command you under the authority of Jesus Christ, in the name of Jesus Christ, leave this room. You are not welcome here. The power of Christ compels you to...
Mariah was actually watching this live and trying to throw a spritzer of water on me at the same time. It was just boiling off. As fast as she could lay that shit down, it was just whoosh, evaporating. She was watching this live trying to go along with Bert, get that sickness out of me. It wouldn't have it.
I command you under the authority of Jesus Christ, in the name of Jesus Christ, leave this room. You are not welcome here. The power of Christ compels you to leave this room. In Jesus' name, amen. Be gone.
Be gone. He doesn't know that I'm Papa, does he? I've got a straight, direct line to the big guy.
Amen. Be gone. That came directly from God.
No, well, we watched it come from you, Bert. After you checked your phone, did God text you? Hold on. Just a second. Bert got a text from God.
They all know about it. They know it's fake. They know it's full of crap. Do you have no life at all?
Oh, God. That's God here. Let me see who that is. Oh, yeah. God's got a message for you guys. He just read the whole thing, moving his mouth. He read it silently, but remember when he was taking shots at me and he's like, I guess he can read real good. He's a real good reader. Well, Bert can't read without moving his lips. So that's a little secret about Bert. He can't read without moving his lips, and he can't sing without curling his lips. It's very strange.
I command you under the authority of Jesus Christ, in the name...
Like a long tube full of demons. Oh. That you don't know that, but you don't know this, Bert. But that was actually my nickname in high school. Yeah. The long tube full of demons. They said it was like being on a playground with a long tube full of demons.
I command you under the authority of Jesus Christ, in the name of Jesus Christ, leave this room. You are not welcome here. The power of Christ
I'm in your Ethernet.
tells you to leave this room. In Jesus' name, amen. Be gone. That came directly from God.
Honestly, Bert would be a better musician than he would singer. When he did that, big on, I wouldn't even notice he'd pulled a quarter on my ear or some shit. I wouldn't have fucking seen it. Oh, God. You guys got to follow the Bert Lynch truth page. The one where he rebukes the trolls. It was from February. Is that the one we're watching? We might not even be watching the right one. The one from February 22nd. That's the one I want to watch. The one that's got it in it. Now, we're on the wrong one, see? It is in two different parts, though. Damn, how many did I miss? He's got so many with guy liner on. Like, it's hard to tell. It's got to be this one. Nope. Wrong again. There we go. We'll find it eventually. We should keep picking them till one's right.
Yeah, buddy. I'm going to keep that right here for you just for a minute.
He only broadcasts. If you're wondering why Bert, even with all his makeup, all of his fucking Just for Men, all of his fucking blush and eyeliner, and the mist he sprays in his eyes when he feels like he needs to tear up a little bit. If you're wondering why he still looks like shit, it's because he broadcasts in 360p, and you're thinking, Will, I've never heard of 360p. Yeah, it's because they didn't even make fucking TVs in it. They just skipped it, right? It wasn't even. They don't even make 360p TVs. They just skipped it. 3 people on the planet, all of them lived in Japan, had 360p TVs. Not only you would have to downgrade your camera with a potato to record in 360p. I don't even know how they allow them to upload it. 360p is when you're watching a video on YouTube and your Wi-Fi cuts out and it suddenly looks like you're playing a game of Minecraft. That's what 360p is. The highest quality setting that I can get from Bert's video is 360p. I've got 5 gig fiber. I can stream maximum. I could have 35 streams of live cam girls going right now. We could just max out the internet. And I can't get Bert's broadcasting in 360p.
Let me just hold it.
You want to know which cell phone recorded in 360p? None of them. We were already past that when cell phones were invented. Had to go back to a fucking dial-up phone to get 360p.
We are live, everybody. I'm just going to get the screen set up here. We should be good to go. It won't let you do this before the show starts. I have to always do it while I'm on the air.
Oh.
So it says we got 3 people in the room right now. There you go, baby.
His flag is supposed to be like, I guess, like burnt wood to make the wood grain pop. It looks like a car just drove over a cloth flag. You can't see any wood grain.
Good evening. Hello there, Marianne. How are you? I hope everything sounds okay to you guys.
It doesn't, but we'll wait.
Sounds good. I've done some work on
We'll wait just to see.
You guys. We'll see how that goes. I think it's going to be okay. And I've got my sidekick. There's Ann Gallagher. Hello there. She says hi to Bert and Shadow. And I got Shadow right here in my lap. Right there he is. Yeah. Yeah, she's a little buddy.
Mariah, what's that makeup place you like in the mall? Is it Sephora? Let's send Bert a gift card. They sell socks.
It's blending into my shirt there tonight, don't you? Yeah. Donna Randall says the sound is good. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that.
God, that's a captured cat right there.
The music side of it tonight, it should sound better. I hope. I just don't have any way to monitor it live, so I don't really know how it sounds.
He just doesn't know.
Runs tonight for you guys, just so that when I do the music part, it's going to sound better tonight. I think. I hope.
Ulta, that's right.
A little buddy here. I'm happy to be here tonight. It's running a little bit late because of the sound check stuff. But
Bert, my wife basically performs surgery before she goes out. She got magnets and shit that hold her fucking eyelashes on. We can send you some of that shit.
It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. We've got some news to talk about. We'll find out how many people lost. Hey, there's Diane Mitchell. Hey, buddy, where you going?
Look at it, trying to get out. Look at Look at that cat's eyes. He needs to put the lashes on the cat so the cat doesn't look so terrified. If you put enough lashes on, I've noticed this with a certain group of Latino women. If you put enough lashes on them, right, you can't even tell if their eyes are open. It's just everything's kind of fuzzy. It looks like when your ceiling fan's been running too long and got too much lint. So he needs to put the lashes on the cat, and then it wouldn't look like the cat was terrified all the time.
A visit? Come on, say hi to everybody. I'm going to find out how many people actually lost telephone service. They said only 10,000 people nationwide. I'm not sure that that's true, but that's what they said. And all the Q people are running out to the get in their shelters. Oh, goodness. All right, hang on.
Oh, God.
Y'all excuse
This
me.
could be God calling. This could be God calling to be like, hey, I put a plague on Will. You're free now, big dog. Have at it.
For a second. Hey, I'm going live. We're live right now. I've been on for about 5 minutes. Do you want to watch? Is
It's
everything?
kind of informal for God there, Bert. You know, no, sir, yes, sir, or something like that.
Okay. All right, now talk to you in a minute. Bye-bye. Sorry, you guys, but I don't ever not answer that phone. That call always gets answered.
Always.
And so we have, who else is in the room? Let me see here. Who else are we looking at? And Gallagher said it sounds...
Bert is like if those license plates that says Jesus is my co-pilot were a person. The Jesus is my co-pilot bumper sticker was a person. They'll fucking run you off in a ditch, flip you off, and cuss you out, and not call for any help while telling you that Jesus is their co-pilot. That's why they didn't wreck.
Great, I'm glad to hear that. Thank you. Last night, we ended up with 1,000 views before midnight, my time.
Oh my goodness.
I thought it was...
Not 1,000.
Donna Randall said she had phone issues here in Alabama this morning.
That's weird because this one's 3 days old and it's only got 700 views on it. Must be an off night, Bert. You think you didn't get your eyeliner just right? They come to you. Look, Bert. If you're just gonna be doing fucking nothing and dressing up so pretty, you need to expect the gentleman caller every once in a while. Okay. Just be nice to the men and they'll be nice to you. All right, Bert? We need to get trolls embedded in Bert's community so we can make him sing fancy every time he wants donations. I'll donate. And fancy was my name. I'll donate.
6 o'clock in the morning, I'm guessing. Is that right? So I slept right through it. If there was an issue with mine, I slept through it, so I don't know. We'll talk about that, and I've got that in my notes to talk about.
Jesus Christ, that's up. He's hitting a rum already. Good God, got a little captain in him.
And Marianne Mann said she slept through it, too.
Must be a big night.
Yeah, the Q people are all running out and getting in their shelters. I do believe that it was a Chinese attack. I really do. I think that they hacked it. I think this was a wake-up call for Joe Biden. That's what I think. They were getting his attention. But remember, we run the show. Don't forget that, buddy. You know, Donna said it was around 8 o'clock your time. Yeah, I was definitely asleep during that time. Can't get rid of these sniffles. We finally got some decent weather today, and I didn't go out at all. I stayed in here. So I stayed in here working on this stuff today, and dealing with a couple of other things we're trying to deal with. It's just all, everything is coming together. We're gonna get right back on our feet here, folks.
Oh, right back on our feet. As long as you keep seeing money, I'll be right back on my feet. Then as soon as the money starts to dry up, I'll be right back at rock bottom because that's where I live. That's where I live. That's where I like to stay.
Stacy Robinson says it started at...
Oh, you guys want to hear, while he's talking about Chinese cyber hacks, you guys want to hear a crazy story that I was supposed to cover on the show and I didn't? And then it just went right under, it just went like no one fucking covered it. Literally no one covered it. Oh my God. Those aren't real. Those aren't real. Are those real? Where did those come from? Who did that? Bert, is this how you're paying the movers? Oh, good God. Oh, good God, Bert, no. Put it away. Put it away, Bert. Good God. Oh, God, Bert. Why is there so much oil or sweat? That's not good for musical equipment. What are you doing? Why are you leaning so hard into it? Are you tipping over? He's got a smile that hurts. It's like he's mad at his teeth. And it's still in 360p. These pictures are from 25 years ago. And it's still the same quality broadcast he's putting out 2 nights ago. What happened, Bert? Oh, good God. I'll just tug on the end of it here. God damn. Bert, no! He smiles like he hates pictures and cameras. Like he's like, I know that's not 1080p you're in there, is it? How many pixels in that motherfucker? Is it going to look like I have multiple teeth or just 2 big teeth, one on this side and one on this side? That's the way I like it. You understand? I want it to look like I have 2 teeth, the size of a whole mouth of teeth. No more pixels. None. Oh, no. Oh, no, Bert! Bert! Oh, good God. Somebody got a Manscaped sponsorship, I'll say. Jesus Christ, Bert. That scared me to death. Is that what them grannies are paying for? She got them from his Facebook. Good God. Good God. Anyways, before that gigantic distraction, I was talking about a news story that never really got covered. Back in December, I was going to cover it, and something happened. I either forgot about it or fuck, I don't know. Back in December, basically a leader so Senator Ron Wyden, who's like the head of like a couple different of like groups that need to know in Congress, right? Financial committee, something another. He sends out a letter to Google and Apple and says that he's been told by our governments that 99%, so basically 100%, but they can't say 100%, 99% of all cell phones in the world are being illegally monitored by the governments. He just says governments. He doesn't say U.S. He doesn't say foreign. He just says governments. And the way they're monitoring it is not by, like, they have to have a warrant to go to your phone, right? If they want to take something from your phone in the U.S., they have to have a warrant. They're not getting at your phone. They are going to Google, who owns Android, and Apple, who owns iPhone, which make up 99% of all phones. And when something happens, like when I go live, you get a notification on your phone that says Cold Beer Confessional went live. Or when you get a text message, it says, Mom, and then it shows like a short snippet of the text up top. Or if you get a phone call, it'll say like a call this time, whatever. Like Amazon will say your order of so-and-so has been shipped. Those notifications. So those notifications come from apps in your phone. They're called push notifications, but they don't come from the app directly to your phone. They go from an app to basically like your own individual cloud server, your own server that's hosted by the whoever makes your cell phone, right? Google or Android or Apple. That's a little server, and that little server then sends it to your phone. That way you get an alert. So it sends the business or whoever owns the app, sends an alert to the cloud server, and that cloud server sends it to you. All of that data is being tracked by governments around the world. And when Ron Wyden contacted Google and Apple and said, hey, I've been informed that 99% of all cell phones in the world are being basically maliciously mined for data through push notifications and circumventing everything around a search warrant that exists in the United States, and we'd like to know more about it, Google and Apple responded with that they're under a gag order from the U.S. government and not allowed to talk about it. How fucked up is that? It says in a letter to the Department of Justice, let's see, here's a letter. Let me see if I can zoom into it. I meant to cover this a long time ago and I didn't get to do it, but he's known about it for a year, so I guess I'm better than him. I write to, or over a year, 2 years. I write to urge the Department of Justice to permit Apple and Google to inform their customers and their general public about demands of smartphone app notification records. In the spring of 2022, my office received a tip that government agencies in foreign countries were demanding smartphone push notification records from Google and Apple. My staff have been investigating this tip for the past year. We've included contacting Apple and Google in response to that query. These companies told my staff that information about this practice is restricted from public release by the government. Basically, they're under gag order. Push notifications are the instant alerts delivered by the smartphone users by apps, such as notification about a new text message or a news update. They aren't sent directly from the app provided to user smartphones. Instead, they pass through a kind of digital post office, which is run by that's the cloud server, which is run by the phone's operating system. So yeah, that's a good way to think about it, is a post office. So you get mail at your house. So if I mail a letter from my house to my house, the mailman is not going to pick it up in my mailbox and drop it back off in my mailbox. It's going to the post office first, right? Where it gets sorted, then it'll come back to my house. So they're not coming to your house and like snooping in your mailbox. They're at the post office just reading all your fucking mail before it gets to you. Instead, they pass through a kind of digital post office run by the phone's operating system provider. For iPhones, the service is provided by Apple's push notification service. For Android phones, it's Google Fire-based cloud messaging. These services ensure timely and efficient delivery of notifications, but this also means that Apple and Google serve as intermediaries in this transmission process. As with all the information these companies store about their users, because Apple and Google deliver push notification data, they can be secretly compelled by governments to hand over this information. Importantly, app developers don't have many options. If they want their apps to reliably deliver, so if I make an app and I don't want it to be susceptible to this, then you can't have notifications at all, right? If I make an app and I'm like, I don't want the government to be able to get these through this post office system, then I can't have notifications. I don't have another option. If they want their apps to reliably deliver push notifications on these platforms, they must use these services provided by Apple or Google, respectively. Consequently, Apple and Google are in a unique position to facilitate government surveillance of how users are using particular apps. The data these two companies receive includes metadata detailing which app received a notification and when, as well as the phone and associated Apple or Google account to which that notification was intended to be delivered. So you might say, who cares if the government knows I ordered dog food from Amazon? Well, there's also other things that come from Amazon, like who's getting this information, because you got payment systems there. You may have some purchases you don't want the government to know about. You may have purchases you don't want tagged. Plus, we're including text messages. Even sometimes when you get sent a photo, like the photo, like there'll be a little preview of the photo in your notifications. Like it's not just the notifications that everybody gets. My drug dealer texts me all the time, and he's like, "Hey, you want some of them things?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah, I do." They could be getting that. The data these two companies receives includes metadata detailing which app received a notification, as well as the phone and associated Apple or Google account to which that notification was intended to be delivered. In certain instances, they also might also receive unencrypted content, which could range from back-end directives for the app to the actual text displayed to a user in the app notification. Apple and Google should be permitted to be transparent about the legal demands they receive, particularly from foreign governments, just as companies regularly notify users about other types of government demands for data. These companies should be permitted to generally reveal whether they have been compelled to facilitate this surveillance practice, to publish aggregate statistics about the number of demands they receive, unless temporarily gagged by a court, to notify specific customers about demands for their data. I would ask that the DOJ repeal or modify any policies that impede this transparency. Thank you for the attention. So the reason this is such a big story is not because it happens. Everybody knows the government's monitoring this. They're looking for keywords. They're doing this. They're doing that. It's like how everybody got arrested. Remember when the Boston bombing happened and like 2 people got arrested because one guy was upstairs on his laptop Googling backpacks for hiking, and some lady was downstairs on the desktop like Googling pressure cookers, and the FBI like kicked in their door. What's weird about this is they're claiming that foreign governments are using this, but our own Department of Justice is preventing Google and Apple from telling us, the public, about it. Very weird.
Clemson just resubscribed for 18 months.
Clemson Jr. resubscribed for 18 months. Thank you very much. 1.5 years. I appreciate it. Thank you for your attention in this pressing matter. If you have any questions or require clarification, please contact Chris Segoyan in my office. Sincerely, Ron Wyden. And that just kind of got swept under the rug. I didn't really hear anybody talk about it. I mean, there's an article in Reuters, and then there's articles in like these tech magazines that kind of explained how it worked, like Wired magazine and shit like that, like tech magazines that most people won't read because they're about computers and networking and shit. And most people don't understand how push notifications work anyways. And it's a weird loophole that I'm sure people have thought about before. Like it's not like there's people smarter than me and you that are like, oh, well, these notifications are coming from somewhere. Who can see them beforehand? Who can get access to them? What could they do with them? Whatever, right? The problem is that our own government could be potentially shielding other countries from stealing that data. Kind of like Mike Flynn was running around peddling the Pegasus program for the Israeli government, which is basically their spyware that's on 99% of all smartphones in the world today that Israel came up with. And then Mike Flynn took hundreds of thousands of dollars to bring it to the United States and promote it here and get lawmakers to sign on to allowing it in the U.S. But this is officially backed by the government. So there you go.
4:30. Let me see if I can find that again. In the morning. Fox
China.
70K. Okay. Stacy, can I ask you a question? Are you Stacy Robinson, my cousin? Or are you a different Stacy Robinson?
Are you interested? Hey, are you that cousin that was kind of looking cute back in the day? I remember you had freckles and you was the first girl I ever seen in a bikini. Is that you? If so, if that's you, Stacy, boy, do I have a picture for you. Would you guys donate if I made this image of Bert come up from the bottom of the screen and then a hand come out and tucked a dollar bill down his pants and then he wiggled back down? And I made him say, "The power of Christ compels you." The power of Christ compels you to donate if you feel so inclined.
Because I think Stacy's probably got married and has a different name, but maybe not. But I have a cousin named Stacy Robinson. So I'd like to know if that's you. Because I haven't seen that side of the family since I was a kid.
How many Stacy Robinsons could they be in the world, Bert? Jesus, come on. It's got to be her.
To Bert and Shadow. He was here just a minute ago, but he's not in the mood today. He tore into me this morning. And
I'm leaning off screen because I'm spitting shit up, if you're wondering. I just didn't want to be disgusting about it. But now that you pointed it out, chat, I guess we'll just be disgusting now.
of my toes bleed. I let him know it wasn't a good thing for him to be doing, and I think he feels bad or he's mad at me for getting on him. A different one, I'm from Louisiana. Okay, my cousin lives in Martinsville, Virginia. So, okay, now we got that out of the way. Nice to meet you, Stacy. I know I've seen you in here before, but I don't know if I ever asked that question. There's Marianne Mann. She's put up the
There's Marianne Mann.
Zell thing. Thank you for doing that, hon. I appreciate it.
No, Bert, I'm not your cousin. Put your kink back to sleep, okay? We're done. There's going to be like, oh no, but there's just one twin size bed left at the family reunion sleepover. We get it, Bert. But help, I'm stuck in the Lynch trap. We got it, Bert. Damn.
We do. I do need your help. I've got so much going on, and I do need the help. We're asking tonight that you tip when I sing, if you like the music.
Oh, okay. So tonight we're officially, all the begging I did before now, when I was like, guys, I got to sing, so you send me money so I can live, because there's no other way that I can feed myself or put a roof over my head unless you feel compelled to send me hundreds of dollars. But tonight we're actually saying it. So tonight we're going to say, when I sing, you tip, okay? If you want to see the girls, you gotta pay in pearls. That's what they say.
And says, prey attack big toe. Listen, they attack their toe. Yeah, my cat is obsessed with my feet. I cannot leave my feet out of the covers when I'm in bed. He goes right after them.
Oh, what a weird fetish.
But what he's taken to doing lately is he's ducking down.
It's called revenge. Look what you've done to that cat.
Underneath the bed. And as I walk by the bed, he grabs my feet. He's playing a game.
He watches the news so you don't have to. Okay? Don't make me reiterate his catchphrase anymore. I watched the news today. Here's what I remember. That's got to be tough on Bert. He's only got one sock. So he's got to rotate that sock back and forth, whichever one, or wear his shoes. Either he has to wear his shoes in the room, or he's got to get one foot just tore the fuck up. Maybe he wears one sock and one shoe, and then he rotates those. Then a sock's universal. A shoe's got to go on the right foot. That could get complicated. It's like fucking algebra or something.
Fine. He didn't realize it. He's drawing the blood when he does it. Hey, buddy, here's your toy. He loves this thing. Shadow.
He's tearing me up. God, gashed me open. I'm bleeding out. He doesn't realize it. That's just his way of saying, I love you, Bert. Love you, Bert.
Play with this. There it is. I have to use it to entice him to get up here and get on the camera. That's all he wants to do is lay on the floor and play with it. As long as
that was me from basically like 12 to like 16 till I could drive. Just lay on the floor and play with it.
he's happy, I'm happy. Harry says my cat will do the same thing sometimes. No warning, man. They just go at it. They think it's their prey. It's their way of practicing surviving in the wilderness. That's what that is. He's pretty good at it. Marianne Mann just put my website up there. Thank you for that, Marianne. Here's the thing, folks. You guys can go over there and you can buy a logo, and the logo helps me out.
One day, I'm not wishing this on anybody, okay? I'm not wishing this on anybody. I'm making a prediction. And boy, do I like to be right. One day, we're all going to wake up and we're going to find a Florida man news story, except it's not going to be in Florida. It's going to say, washed up Las Vegas lounge singer consumed after death by cat shadow. And the maids are not going to find anything left of him but that one sock. That one little stiff sock standing in the corner by itself.
Out immensely, because what you're buying, what you're doing is you're getting something, you're getting a piece of artwork that I drew, and I'm going to sign it before we send it to you. So you get this autographed piece of artwork that may or may not be worth something someday.
Oh yeah, you get this awesome artwork. It's got Asian Donny Osmond on it. You guys, you guys have seen Asian Donny Osmond. Jesus Christ. What is wrong? Oh, God.
Hopefully it will. But you can pay whatever price you want for it. They start at $50 and they go all the way to $500. The only reason that there's a $500 one up there is someone asked me to put a $500 one up a couple of months ago.
Oh, I'm sure they did. Please, I'm so tired of I'm wearing out my thumb joints, sending you 10 $50 donations, Bert. If for all things holy and arthritis, please put up a $500 donation so I can just send 2 of those a night.
A few months, maybe even a year ago, and then they bought 2 of them. And they said,
there you go.
I'll help you out, but I'd love to have the souvenir. So that's what they did. And so I've left it there in case anybody else wants to do the same thing. But you don't have to buy the $500 one. You're just helping me.
I was listening to this motherfucker from the show I was watching earlier, like the newer one, and he was talking about Randy Travis stealing his music. I'm not even lying. He's like, that, by the way, Bert's still peddling his only song that has any fucking traction in the world. His only song that has any traction in the world is the one that Brad Barton and them were peddling around, Raise Up Old Glory, right? It's as old as I am. He wrote it the same year I was born. "35 years. 35 years. And he ain't done shit with it. But that's gonna be his breakout song. I was born in 1989. He said he wrote the song in 1989. That's gonna be his break. Look, I understand. I'm like, I had a lot of potential. Then I kind of got all fucked up in the Army, and I just kind of flatlined. I'm kind of funny and kind of an asshole. That's where I kind of peaked. But I don't think your song is on the trajectory to bypass even me, my man. I don't think it's happening. I think it was like, and then it's just off the page, bro.
If you buy any one of them at all, and it takes a couple days for us to receive the money. If you want to help out and send something through Zelle, I get it the same day.
Yeah, if you want to use my Zelly, it's linked to my Grindr.
I have a lot of bills to pay. I'm just trying to catch up on this whole situation with the move. I got the mover paid off, and now it's time to go find a permanent place to live. And I do have a job, and I do get paid tomorrow night for the first time on that new job. But it doesn't pay well enough for it to be my only income. So I still need to try and do something here with my podcast and my online store. And remember...
Oh, my God. Somebody go see if BertLynchTruth.com is available. Why? Because I just had an amazing... idea. We take this image, okay? We buy BertLynchTruth.com. We take this image. We put a clock hand on it so it ticks around. And it's going to say, minutes since Bert's last donation of funds. And it's just going to tick around for 1 minute at a time. That's the whole web page. Just a clock hand from his penis going around and around. You can watch it all day or you can watch it for a minute. It just... It'll just be there forever. Forever. On the internet, like things are. BertLynchTruth.com. No, we need something that he'd actually... What would he actually want? Bert Lynch Live? No. ShadowLynch.com. That sounds like a movie about the South in the 50s. I don't want ShadowLynch.com.
When you're helping me rebuild the studio to make it profitable for the folks that have invested. No one's going to lose their money. We're not out of business. We just don't have a place right now. We're not out of business. As you can see, I'm still working. I'm still doing what I can do, and we're gonna make a comeback. It's gonna be
Bert Lynch News.
There's Becky Tominick saying hi. And so I want to get on. Let's see what we got here. We've already got 40 people watching, so that's great. Marianne said immediately with all hearts. Thank you.
Oh, just stay here, Shadow.
I broke a tooth.
Just stay here. It's okay.
It's getting worse and worse. It keeps.
You look so comfortable right there, Shadow.
And
just stay here with me. You seem so comfortable when I hold you like this, and you can't move or scratch or bite or breathe. See how comfortable the people love you, Shadow. They like to donate for you, Shadow.
in the floor. I swear that thing entertains him all day long.
Jesus Christ.
It's like it comes to life when he starts knocking it around. So I don't know how many of you heard about this, but here's what happened today.
Why do you need a studio? I got room for activities and friends. I don't have either activities or friends, but I enjoy it.
The Nova C, privately owned spacecraft, is reporting that it landed on the moon. You guys know that I don't trust NASA. I don't trust the government. I don't trust any of that stuff.
Don't trust NASA. Don't trust the government. Don't trust any of that stuff.
Or says what's up. It is, in my opinion, a ruse, a distraction. Their Mission Control Center, which was featured today on CNN, looked similar to my recording studio. Really did.
I don't know if you guys have, I'm not going to argue it because I think it's the dumbest thing in the world to fucking argue. NASA's control center does not look like Bert. I've seen anti-missile sites and been in the side of command units. There's no fucking, what are you talking about? It looked like my studio. It really did. There was a couple microphones there. Another guy had a Rodecaster Pro. Someone brought their cat into work. He was molesting it in the corner. It looked just like my studio. Have you got Linus? I don't know if you guys ever watched Linus Tech Tips on YouTube. He's a huge YouTuber, like a tech YouTuber. He's probably like one of the most successful YouTubers ever. But anyways, he got to go down to, I guess it was Houston. I don't know. He got to see like one of the very first solid state computers, like a trajectory computer. They put on one of the space shuttles missions. And because he's a YouTuber and famous and shit, it's always there in the case. Like they let him take it out and like pull it apart and test like the silica and shit. Like it was a pretty amazing episode. I had to find it and link it somewhere.
You know, guy was surrounded by computers. But they claimed that they went up there, but they lost it. They couldn't find it. When it was supposed to be landing, they couldn't figure out if it landed or not. Then they said, we think it's landed, but we've got a weak signal. We've got some sort of weak signal.
Yeah, it tipped over. They don't know if so the way it was supposed to land, it was supposed to have back thrust built in. So the legs are made to where they're pretty solid. They're not very giving, right? They don't have like cushion or suspension in them. Because when it lands, it's supposed to have enough upward thrust to where it's basically just setting down easily. They don't know. They know it hit a little harder than it should have, but it should have still landed upright. But what it seems like happened is they may have found a pocket or some type of soft soil. So if it had 4 legs, when it landed, 2 of them kind of sunk in the ground. I think Chuck did an update on it. Chuck did an update on the satellite's position. Relative to other satellites, they're still able to get images. It's still sending data. They think it may cause issues later on with the way it's aimed if they can't come up with an issue. But it's still sending data. It's still tracking this thing. It's still doing this thing. Pamela P, 3 6-packs. Glad you're feeling better. We missed you. I miss being alive. So thank you. Appreciate it.
And I'm thinking, well, it only went as high as the firmament. So I'm not sure exactly. You know, once you can explain to me how you got through the Van Allen radiation belt with that vehicle,
oh my God,
then we'll talk about whether or not you landed on the moon. Because you didn't. Because nobody can get through the Van Allen radiation belt, especially with that little thing that they just showed. This thing looks like it's made out of.
There you go.
It's like one of my great uncle's stills that he used to make out in Nashville, in Martinsville. He made these stills. They were made out of copper and pipes.
You know, so like he's trying to say that it looks like a metal contraption that anybody can make. You know, the U.S. put a manhole cover into space, right? The United States put a solid steel plug. I can't remember how big it was. I wish I could. It was like the size of a manhole, but it was like 12 or 18 inches thick into orbit with a nuclear weapon. Like, just gone. The Tim Allen radiation bells. Or we put a manhole cover into orbit. Arguing that it looks like a fucking piece of metal contraption doesn't mean that we can't get it to space.
Coming out of it and coiled copper pipe, and I actually would help with the moonshine sometimes. Grandpa would haul it around in his truck.
I'm sure you would. Isn't he proud of you now with your eyeliner on? You probably need some of that shit to get that makeup off. It'll bring them black marks off like that. You over here looking like them panda eyes, talking about them QAnon people. Shadow been laying it to you, Bert?
But it looked like a moonshine still to me. And they want to tell me that went through the rant.
Yeah, there's a people think it's so ridiculous it's not true, but yeah, there's a Tesla in orbit.
The Van Allen radiation belt. So I don't know. I'm just telling you what they're saying. But at 3:20 today, they're claiming they landed on the moon. You know, they said they put a Tesla car up in outer space too. That was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. So anyway, that was in the news. That was a big distraction for everybody. I don't know if you heard about this story or not. Kim Martin is in the hospital and she had surgery today. Well, hi, Kim. We were praying for you. We mentioned you the other day. How are you doing? I hope you're feeling okay. What's the matter, buddy? I hear you over there. People can hear you too. He's going, oh, he loves to do that. Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. People would love to see you. Come here. I'm working on it. Give me a second. Come on.
Okay, here we go.
Want to come here? Oh, I know what happened. He wants me to get his toy. Give me a second. It went in there, didn't it? Did it go in there, baby? I'll get it for you. You better come back out of it. That was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. Come on out. Come on out. Let's go. Good boy. Good boy. So you didn't put it in there. It's not in there. I want to bring you up here and say hi to everybody. There's my boy. There he is. There he is. So Kim Martin is telling us that it's her 55th birthday and she's in the hospital. My goodness. Well, Kim, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kim. Happy birthday to you.
The Van Allen radiation belts are extremely dangerous. If you weren't in a space shuttle, in a spacecraft that's protected from the radiation. They take precautions around the Van Allen belts. There's certain precautions they have to take on different electronics that are affected differently with them to protect them, and they minimize their time anywhere near the Van Allen radiation belts. It's just something that people think that you can't explain because they can't explain it. You can't explain it, so it's like a go-to, right? Nobody can get through that. Nobody. Oh, really? Well, tell me how. Well, they shielded it. How did they shield it? How did they know it was there? Well, they found it in the 50s and they studied it. Then they sent shit up to see if it fucking worked on the other side of it or if it come back down all fucked up. What do you want me to say?
There you go. That's from Bert and Shadow. I'm going to sing a few songs later tonight, but my voice is not that strong. I had a rough day. Didn't I, Shadow? We did. Yes, we did. He doesn't seem to want to get out now. He seems happy to be here. You are such a moody cat. Oh, there he goes. And away he goes. His nails are very sharp right now, and I don't have anybody to help me trim him up. I usually have y'all know my best friend, and I haven't been able to get together for that to happen. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow.
My best friend's got to trim my cat. Oh. They're not even that. I think the Van Allen belts go up to like 70,000 kilometers or something like that. Like I know that's a long fucking ways, but it's not in realms of like where the fucking space or where like the moon is. So the moon's like 400,000. The Van Allen belts extend to like 70,000. I don't. Those numbers are probably off by some, but the ratio is probably close.
I hate that I have to keep stepping away, but you guys are all wishing happy birthday to Kim. I got to turn the air conditioner down a little bit, up a little bit. It's cold in here. I mean, hot in here. What am I saying?
Oh my God, he's getting hot in here. It's getting hot in here. We need to be able to make song requests. I am getting so hot. I want to take Shadow's clothes off.
No,
but I got to know what your fantasies. I can't go high. That was it.
We've had the weirdest weather. Cold one day, hot the next day. That's why I have the sniffles. So we got 44 people watching right now. And last night it said we had, I think it said we had 58 or something like that. And but I got off and got back on again.
So there's an inner belt and there's an outer belt. They look like two big donuts. Like if you took a if you took like a side shot of them, hold on, I'll show you. They look like donuts that cover the earth, basically. So if you took a profile of the belts, it would look like this. Like so if you cut the earth in half, so it was just like half the earth here, like if you cut an orange in half, then you would see like the inner belt would look like this. Well, I probably shouldn't be trying to draw this, should I? And then, of course, that would connect. So if this is the back of the earth, right, this would connect around, all the way around. And we've cut off the front of it. And then there'd be a bigger outer belt. Well. And they go all the way around the earth. So these would connect around the back. And we're cutting off the front. But if you looked at it from the top, it would be the earth. Oh, shit. That's a bad earth. It would be the earth. And then you would just see a ring with a dimension. And then another one around that. But yeah, they look like donuts. Big donuts.
They said there were 400 people watching. So what are you going to do?
The Tim Allen radiation bells.
So Carol is in the room. There she is. Hello, Carol. So we're going to go ahead and talk about a few other things. I don't know if you guys heard about this or not, but this
okay.
In
Let's hear it.
And there was a transgender student.
Oh, God.
That got
Is this going to be litter boxes? You guys know that the litter box thing isn't real, right? I don't care whose sisters, cousins, best girlfriend's mom, who's a cafeteria lady. There were no litter boxes anywhere. That was just made up on the internet, and people just started saying it. Everybody, I know the first thing you're going to say is, well, I heard that just about the a school across the county from me. Yeah, everybody did. In my town, they said it was a school in Sullivan County. In everybody else's town, they just picked a school a little bit away that people don't like or some shit. There were no litter boxes in the schools.
In the bathroom over the transgender bathroom issue, I guess, or whatever.
Yeah, the Apollo missions tried their best to avoid as much as radiation as they could. And
it was a trans guy pretending to be a girl. And the next day, the kid died. And Nancy Pelosi and all of them, the main people on the left, and that are congressmen and senators like Liz Warren, all of them tweeted out or X'd out that this transgender kid was beaten up and killed by a bunch of MAGA Republican punk kids. And they're all talking about it. It was all over the news.
Look out.
Everybody in the news was saying that it was a travesty and that had there been transgender bathrooms available, this kid never would have gotten beaten up and all this other stuff. So everybody's tweeting about it. Everybody's raising Cain. Then the police came out today and said the cause of death had nothing to do with the fight that lasted about 30 seconds. It had nothing to do with what this person died from, but they wouldn't tell us why. What he died from. Did he die from fentanyl? Did he die from suicide? Did he die? Well, how did he die? But he certainly didn't get killed by a bunch of kids beaten up on a tranny. But that's what the media wanted to go with, and that's what the left wanted to go with. So now that it's come out, they're spinning it. And they're going, no, that still had to be the reason for it. That had to be the reason. But they don't know. And the police, it's going to take the police weeks and weeks and weeks to find the cause of death. It's not like in the movies where they find out the cause of death the next day. They don't work that way in real life. So the media is still lying and still blaming the far right
ready for the movies
people for something that they had nothing to do with. Doesn't surprise me a bit. Did anybody notice that the emperor has new shoes? Yes.
So it says, Bert's making it out drastically different than what the story from the AP says. Story from the AP says, police in the suburban Tulsa community of Owasso are investigating the death of 16-year-old Nex Benedict, whose family said identified as non-binary and used they-them pronouns. Although the cause of death has not yet been determined, Owasso police said in a statement, preliminary autopsy results indicate the teen did not die as a result of injuries sustained in the fight. At this time, any further comments on the cause of death are currently pending until toxicology. So it's not like the news is just like, Trump beat up this kid and killed him. They're saying there was a fight. The next day, the kid died. But they're saying that the death was not linked to injuries sustained during the fight. That's it.
He does. The emperor has new shoes. When I say that, what I mean is, Kimberly said there was a trans guy, a girls basketball team that hurt 3 players. Yeah, that's right, and the coach forfeited because he had a tournament to go play in. And he said, I only got 5 players left, and this guy's hurting them all. Unbelievable. I would not be able to be a coach these days. I used to be a coach. I was a coach. And actually, I coached Pop Warner football, and the year that
Bro, you would be such a creepy coach. You'd be such a creepy coach. I've seen your pictures with the guitar. Please don't tell me you coached anything to do with that.
started coaching, they said that girls could play on Pop Warner teams in pads. Yeah.
They still allow this. They still allow the girls to play in pads. I played in high school against girls. Most of them were kickers, but still.
And I wasn't happy about it, but I said, if that's what we're going to do, then that's what we're going to do. And I treated
the entire time I played football, I probably played against, I don't know, maybe 4 girls.
Girls on the team, just like the guys. And you know what? I wasn't the head coach, I was the defensive coach. And the head coach made one of the girls the quarterback. And she did a pretty darn good job, too. I mean, we're talking about 8-year-olds here, okay? But the star of my defense was a tiny little girl that had more hustle than all the boys put together. Now, I'm not advocating for girls to play.
Aren't you arguing the wrong point here, Bert?
Tackle football, but this little kid had so much heart. She'd be full grown now. I'm sure she'd probably be 25 years old, or maybe older.
I wonder if she's proud of you and your eyeliner. That's my coach.
But, I wouldn't be able to do it now with this whole transgender thing, and you wouldn't play on one of my teams. You just wouldn't. But I remember.
It doesn't really matter what my personal opinions are, but I think the only way. I think if especially if we're talking like collegiate level, high school, collegiate level, to where some of these people are getting paid or getting opportunities to go to college or getting whatever, they have to separate biological men and biological women because of the advantages that people have had basically their whole life.
You know, these kids are 8 years old, 9 years old, and about, I would say 10 or 12, maybe 12 years after I stopped coaching.
But we can't argue that on Twitch.
I was in a casino, and I was walking by the High Roller Lounge, and there was a doorman, big old burly doorman. And he said, "Excuse me, are you Coach Lynch?" And I went, "Yeah." He goes, "I played for you. I was on your defense." And I went, and he told me his name.
Oh, I bet. So this guy 25 years later is like, are you Coach Lynch? That coach, I don't even remember who my Pop Warner coaches were. Are you fucking crazy?
I was like, and he was one of my best players. He was a great kid. And he said,
isn't that weird? It's always one of his best players.
He said, "I knew that was you, but you cut your hair," because I used to have long hair. But he said, because he recognized my girlfriend. My girlfriend at the time was very recognizable. We were both very well known in Vegas back in those days. And
very well known, guys. Very well known in Vegas. Bert is very well known in Vegas. Bert Lynch, the guy casting out demons, is also tugging on this old leather strap here. I got something you can tug on, Bert. Oh, Bert. Very well known in Vegas. This is the quality of his video, by the way. You're like, what the fuck am I looking at? And they're like, oh, that's Bert Lynch's studio. This is his video quality. Thank God for technology. Who would have known? Who would have known, Bert?
it was a High Roller Lounge, which you don't go in there unless you got big money. And he says, "You want to come in?" And I said, "Well, I don't know." He goes, "Oh, come on, you going in there? I'll take you to the bar. I'm going to comp Mr. Lynch here. He's going to." This kid was one of my players. It was the most surreal thing I'd ever lived through. It was really cool, though. That night, I hung out with Ken Shamrock and Dennis Rodman
Uh-huh.
in the High Roller Lounge. Pretty cool.
I'm sure he did, right? And they seriously wanted to invest in a performance I was doing. You know, right before they wrote me the check, I got evicted. I got just like that. It seems like these things come in cycles.
Only in Vegas can you do something like that. Let's see who else we got. Oh, we got Mary Ann saying, Zell, thank you for that. Ann says, spinning hate to get reactions, and reactions for people in the street. You must be talking about all the libs trying to drum up all this hate against the MAGA people. That's definitely true.
It's the rock and roll marathon on the strip today. Huge event. Bert was not invited. Oh, man. Bert, you didn't get invited?
Man, 100%. I plan on singing for you guys tonight, but I've got kind of a scratchy voice. I hope I can pull it off. So I was about to tell you about the president's new shoes. They're putting him in tennis shoes now because he's tripping too much. He's having a hard time walking. Look, the guy's in his 80s. I have a hard time walking. I'm 65. I don't like to walk more than 100 yards, and then my legs, and I'm carrying too much weight. Now, he's not doing that. He's not heavy. But we are watching this guy degenerate right before our eyes. And today, Nancy Pelosi had to help him get to the helicopter. She walked with him and held his hand. He's in California, visiting in California. And so he's walking with with somebody holding his hand. And when he tried to go up the steps, he tripped twice again. It's the second time he's done that.
Did you see Trump, while we're talking about shoes, did you see Trump is now selling fucking like knockoff Jordans? Did you guys see that? So Trump went to SneakerCon. SneakerCon is like for people who collect shoes and shit. And he's basically got like, they kind of look like Jordans, but they're fucking gold. Hold on, I'll see if I can grab them. Here you go, the Washington Post. Trump facing multi-million-dollar fines is now selling $399 shoes. There he's holding them. For most of his presidential campaign, Donald Trump has blamed President Biden for making everyday items unaffordable. The former president, for his part, is now selling $399 shoes. Trump appeared at SneakerCon, a footwear convention for shoe aficionados and collectors in Philadelphia this weekend, where he introduced his latest business venture, High Tops Shoes and Sneakers. On stage, the frontrunner of the GOP primary race held up a golden sneakers emblazoned with his T logo and the American flag. Some in the crowd cheered as the president called the shoes the real deal. I've wanted to do this for a long time. Trump said about his shoe line, I think it's going to be a big success. Hello, fellow youths. Isn't this what the cool kids are doing? The shoes, called the Never Surrender High Tops, are not the first product the former president has hawked to his loyal base of followers. Aside from the infamous Make America Great Again red hats, the former president lines of merchandise have included shirts sporting his mugshot, as well as Trump-branded vodka, cologne, shirts, ties, even furniture. According to a website dedicated solely to Trump sneakers, the shoe line is super limited. Only 1,000 pairs are being sold. The small print on the site notes that the shoes are not designed, manufactured, distributed, or sold by Trump or his organization, but rather a company identified as 45 Footwear LLC, which uses Trump's name and likeness under a licensing agreement. The site claims to be not political and has nothing to do with any political campaign. But the former president seemed to imply that his shoes were part of an effort to reach younger voters, saying, "We've got to get the young people out to vote." So if the site's saying we have nothing to do with the campaign or politics at all, and Trump's holding up the product saying we got to get the young people to vote, that kind of goes against each other. We're going to turn this country around fast, Trump said, and we're going to remember the young people, and we're going to remember SneakerCon. But Sunday morning, as the shoes appears to have sold out, Trump's site promises they are estimated to ship in July. The site also offers two different $199 pair of Trump shoes, not gold, though, as the others are red or white. The former president is also selling a new fragrance on the site, Victory, which the site promises to ship out by June. The cologne is described as the signature scent of strength and success, designed for the decisive and the bold. Trump's announcement of his shoe line. You remember when he come out with the fucking the cards, the fucking Why can't I think of the thing now? NFTs. Yeah, I don't know why I couldn't think of the words. I wanted to say everything but the NFTs, where he was like Superman. He was an astronaut and shit. Trump's announcement of his shoe line came a day after a judge in New York ordered him to pay about $350 million in penalties plus. Do you guys know they started a GoFundMe? They started a GoFundMe for Trump's fees. I wonder if it's still up. Here it is. Stand with Trump. Fund the $355 million unjust judgment. My name is Elena Cardone. That name's going to be important. I am the wife of Grant Cardone, mother of and an ardent supporter of American values and an advocate for justice. I stand unwaveringly with President Donald Trump in the face of what I see as unprecedented and unfair treatment by certain judicial elements in New York. The recent legal battles he faces are not just an attack on him, but an attack on the very ideals of fairness and due process that every American deserves. It's a moment that calls into question the balance of justice and the application of law disproportionately aimed at silencing a voice that has been at the forefront of advocating for American strength, prosperity, and security. In standing with Trump, we're upholding the cause of every business owner and entrepreneur who believes in the fight against the system that increasingly seeks to penalize dissent and curb our freedoms. The fact that a business owner did a loan with a bank, never defaulted nor missed a payment, but he lied about assets to get those loans, pays back the loan with interest, and caused no financial damage to anyone, yet the government overreaches and slaps a business owner with $355 million ruling should terrify all business owners and entrepreneurs. Is this government seizing assets, seeking financial ruin? This is a call to all business owners and entrepreneurs to rally in defense of. So they're asking for the little guy to come bail them out. All business owners, every entrepreneur should come out. If you believe in business, you should donate money. Right? The problem is this woman is married to Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone claims that he's worth $7 billion. And Trump claims that he's worth $9 billion, both of those with B's. And they're asking you to pay $300 million. Guys, don't donate to GoFundMe's for any billionaires, okay? Doesn't that sound silly? Doesn't that sound silly? They're in the billions with B's. You are orders of magnitude closer to having $355 million than they are at missing $355 million. Don't do it. I don't give a fuck if it's liquid or not. That's how you make shit liquid.
Annette, you just getting here, hon? We've been here about 25 minutes. We're just getting to know each other. Come on in. And so it's really sad to watch him degenerate like this. And the rumor on the street is it's his wife. She won't give up the power. She wants to remain first lady. Well, I mean, it's the Bidens. I mean, when he dies, she'll probably marry Beau. And so, I mean, that's what Beau does.
Exactly. A $9 billion valuation minus $355 million is a drop in the bucket. You giving $100 when you're just barely getting by or making ends meet or barely putting any into retirement, you're not helping them in any way. That's literally a grift, right? They're saying, hey, you got to do your part. We need to hear your voice. You need to stand up for us, blah, 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 when literally they won't even miss the money. It sucks. It stings. They might have to get rid of a couple assets. They're not even going to miss the money. And you're thinking about donating a substantial amount to you, whatever your lifestyle is. That's craziness.
Beau married his brother's wife after his brother died. I mean, that's just kind of the way they do it. around there. She'll probably, there's no telling what they're going to do. They're sick. I'm trying to read the comments while I'm going along here with you guys. But anyway, the nationwide phone thing, they're trying to blame this now on solar flares. There was a news organization in Colorado that was saying that it was solar flares, but here's the problem. It hit here at night. If they're solar flares, we don't see them. If the Earth is round, if the Earth is round, then the solar flares would be on the other side of the planet at nighttime over here, and they wouldn't affect the radio signals here, so it's not solar flare. Unless, of course, you want to concede that the Earth is flat, and then we'd be able to see the solar flare.
Oh, my God.
Anywhere, the same way that you can look up in the sky and on many days, and you can see the sun, and you can see the moon. How can you do that if the moon's over on the dark side, and the sun's on this? Anyway, not going to get into flat Earth. That's just, I promised I wouldn't do that. So it's not solar flares. I think it was the Chinese just kind of rattling the sword a little bit for Biden.
So, yeah, Bert's a flat earther.
To kind of wake up and say, hey, man, you gotta make sure you keep us with plenty of money. So that's what I think is what was happening. So the Google thing that we talked about last night, well, that came to a head today. You guys remember last night I told you that that Google was their AI department wasn't putting white men or very few white women in any of their images, all just blacks and Hispanics.
Oh, God.
Well, turns out
the what?
in charge of that.
You're just going to call them the blacks? All just the blacks.
His name is Jack Kowalski, and his X or Twitter page from back when it was Twitter and now that it is X is full of hatred for white people. And he's a white guy. He's a Polish guy. Explains a lot right there. He's Polish. You know why Polish people have flat foreheads?
Wow.
Right? God, I should have known that. Okay, it's a Polish joke. Don't hate me. It's just humor.
I hate you for so many other reasons. I can't decide if he's drinking rum or dark piss.
I had a Polish dog. He had a flat face because he used to chase parked cars. I'm sorry. The president's dog has been retired and sent to live with someone else. The German Shepherd is bitten.
Jesus Christ.
Now, again, the Bidens have a different set of rules. Any of us who have a dog that bites somebody, the police take the dog away from you and they put it down. That's what they do in most cities. Apparently not when you're the Bidens. They found him a new home.
Or any fucking president. Or anybody in... Are you fucking retarded? First of all, 9 times out of 10, your dog bites somebody, they don't come fucking forcefully take it from you and put it down. This is the biggest news you've got today? This is it. The president's dog's been retired. There's been tons of pets that have retired from the White House. My dogs, I've had dogs bite people. Has anybody ever had a dog bite somebody and like just one time or bite 2 people and the fucking police show up and just fucking drag it away and shoot it in your driveway?
It's a German Shepherd. I had German Shepherds as a kid, and I love German Shepherds, and they're not mean. They're only mean if you make them mean. And so somebody who's been handling that dog has made him mean. I wonder who that was.
Oh, there you go.
But I guess...
this is the real story. Some secret Biden family member making the dogs mean. Who is it? You're out now. Busted. Busted. Now you're out. Tell us who it was. Who's making the dogs mean?
I heard someone say today that Joe Biden treats his dog the way he treats his grandchildren. I think that was Gutfeld that said that. You give credit where credit is due. And says Annette says it's a second dog. Yeah, they had to get.
Apparently, it was territorial and didn't like the Secret Service agents. It's the cocaine. It might have found some cocaine.
Rid of the first one because it was mean too. Kimberly says Joe made him mean by sniffing him. You're supposed to let the dog do the sniffing, Joe. Get up off your off your knees and your hands. Get up. Stop it. I love German Shepherd. Somebody said, yeah.
Mariah's got a dumbass family member one time that her dog got out loose, chased down a runner, and attacked it. The guy tried to keep the dog from biting him, bit him several times. So finally the guy kicked it to get the dog away. And she tried hopping on social media and shouting out, trying to shame the guy who kicked the dog that was attacking him. It was the funniest thing I had seen in a while.
I've had at least 4 of them. I had one named Smokey. I had one named Sheba. She was white, a white German Shepherd. And I had a German Shepherd
Sheba the Shadow.
Named Harley. He was my last dog before I got Shadow. And Shadow thinks he's a dog. And so I guess I've had 3 shepherds. I've had several other dogs too. Chow Chow.
Doggy style doesn't apply to small pets, Bert.
2 different dogs. I won't tell you what my first dog was, because then you know how that people are fishing for your password and stuff.
Bit his nose clean off. I heard about that.
And Gallagher said she grew up with shepherds. Yeah, they're great dogs. And they're very loyal. They're very loyal. They're very protective. Julie says my last dog was a Julie Massey. She's up there in Carson City. She says that her last was a shepherd.
That's also the same fucking dogs the police use, bro. Like, obviously they can bite.
And one before was a wolf hybrid. There you go. There's one animal that you don't let sleep next to you in the bed. So Google today admitted that they made a mistake, and they're doing. They're going to revamp this whole AI thing. The guy's a straight up racist. I mean, to the point where he hates all white people. All of his rants on his social media are about how much every white man is bad. So this is basically Google's Bud Light moment, and they're going to get rid of this guy. This guy, Jack Kowalski, I guess how you say it. And Sherry says she was attacked by 2 German Shepherds when she was little. I'm sorry to hear that. When I was little, when I was a kid, a small kid, I got bitten by a few dogs. And mostly they were chasing me while I was riding my bike.
Well, they could probably smell that you're a horrible person. Maybe.
Get off the bike and make friends with the dog. And it stopped. I didn't get bit anymore. If they think you're afraid of them, they will attack you. But if you let them know that you're not afraid, that you want to be friends, they sense that about you. They can smell it. They can tell by the it's not the energy you put off, it's the adrenaline. When they smell that adrenaline, they kind of feel like that you're aggressive towards them. I love dogs. I'm very good at training dogs. I just haven't had one in a long time because I spent so much time on the road that it wasn't fair to try to have an animal. And I don't have a girlfriend anymore, so nobody take care of it while I am on the road. So there you go. I'm looking at some of your statements here. We got 56 in the room tonight, which means about 300. And I want to let you guys know that I'm going to try to go ahead and sing for you. Are you guys in the mood for some music? I made some changes to the setup, so I have to change things around just a little bit. But I think it's going to be worth it. I found a way to make it sound better. Worked on that today.
Okay, here we go.
And let's see just how it comes out.
Now, we are asking tonight that you donate while I sing.
Just take me a second here, folks. What I've done is I noticed last night that you guys really couldn't hear the music very well. We are waiting for you to sing. Okay, well, Hilda, here you go. I'm going to start out with a little bit of
Jack, he called him Jack Kowalski. His name is Jack Krozik. Krozik or Krozik. I don't know if that second C is silent. I don't think you got it exactly, but I mean, you tried, I guess.
I got to see what's happened here. I think I lost one. Somebody tell me, did I do?
Let's see if he's talking. If every post he makes is about how bad white people are, white people are the devil, white people should die. No white people ever. Let's read his most troubling post, okay? Now, you might not agree with these posts. That's fine. You don't have to. That's why it's fucking Twitter. But let's see if it's white man bad. All should die. White privilege is fucking real. Don't be an asshole and just act guilty about it. Do your part in recognizing bias at all levels of egregious. He also wrote that Biden's inaugural address was one of the greatest ever for acknowledging racism and reiterating the American ideal is the dream for the world, but we need to work on ourselves to earn it. These are pretty fucking bad. These are pretty fucking bad. He also wrote at one time, I've been crying in intermittent bursts for the past 24 hours, since casting my ballot, filling in Biden-Harris line felt cathartic. So those are pretty bad, aren't they? The guy that fucking Bert was just talking about at Google. Did you not just fucking hear him?
So this is basically Google's Bud Light moment. And they're loyal. They're very loyal. They're very protective. Julie says my last dog was a Julie Massey. She's up there in Carson City. She says that her last was a shepherd. And one before was a wolf hybrid. There you go. There's one animal that you don't let sleep next to you in the bed. So Google today admitted that they made a mistake, and they're doing they're going to revamp this whole AI thing. The guy's a straight up racist. I mean, to the point where he hates all white people. All of his rants on his social media are about how much every white man is bad.
He hates all white people. Every white man is bad.
So this is basically Google's Bud Light moment.
He's a white guy. He's Polish. That's why he's so fucking dumb, according to Bert.
And they're going to get rid of this guy.
And here are his tweets. His most controversial tweets. White privilege is fucking real. Don't be an asshole and act guilty about it. Just do your part in recognizing bias at all levels of egregious. You don't have to agree with these, but is this the same as all white people are bad, white man evil, all white people should die? He also wrote, Biden's inaugural address was one of the greatest ever for acknowledging racism and reiterating that the American ideal is the dream for the world, but we need to work on ourselves to earn it. Right? So the American dream should be the dream for the world, but we should also be trying to reach that as well. Like always trying to do the best for ourselves. That one's pretty fucking horrible. That he cried when he had to vote for Biden-Harris because apparently he wanted someone else there that could win. I don't.
This guy, Jack Kowalski, I guess how you say it. And
Kowalski. Jack Kowalski.
I'm sorry to hear that. You know, when I was little, when I was a kid, a small kid, I got bitten by a few dogs, and mostly they were chasing me while I was riding my bike towards them. I love dogs. I'm very good at training dogs. Just haven't had one in a long time because.
You know, I've been bit by several thousand dogs, but I've made me realize I'm very good at training dogs.
So much time on the road that it wasn't fair to try to have an animal, and I don't have a girlfriend anymore, so nobody to take care of it while I am on the road. So there you go. I'm looking at some of your statements here.
So much time on the road. He means travel from hotel to hotel to hotel to hotel because he doesn't live anywhere permanently.
How we got here? We got 56 in the room tonight, which means about 300. And I want to let you guys know that I'm going to try to go ahead and sing for you. Are you guys in the mood for some music? I made some changes to the setup, so I have to change things around just a little bit, but I think it's going to be worth it. I found a way to make it sound better. Worked on that today. So let's go ahead and do one, and let's see just how it comes out. Just take me a second here, folks. What I've done is I noticed last night that you guys really couldn't hear the music very well. We are waiting for you to sing. Okay, well, Hilda, here you go.
Here we go, Hilda.
With a little bit of
Well, I'll be.
See what's happened here. I think I lost one.
Get these trolls out of here.
Somebody tell me, did I do After the Loving last night? I did, didn't I? I don't know why I set that song up to do it again tonight.
There was somebody that posted on his page today about, it said, Bert, I think it was you that sung at mine and your Aunt Charlene's wedding. I can't remember, but I feel like that was happening. Oh.
Anybody let me know if I did that song last night? I had it. Yes, I did. Okay, then I won't play that one. Let's do this one. Joel, Unchained Melody. Probably not, especially not tonight, not the way my voice is feeling. But let's try this one. Let's see here. Let's see if I can remember all the things I did today to make it sound better. Oh my gosh. Now, here's a little bit of Merle.
How do you become such a prima donna without ever having, like, I understand that some people get like their first like little taste of fame and they're like, boom. But I'm talking like they had like a video go viral or like something fucking major, right? He gets a job in a couple lounges, and suddenly he's on fucking world tour with Kiss. This should be good sped up.
First thing I remember knowing was a lonesome whistle blowing and a youngin's dream thrown up to ride. On a freight train leaving town, not knowing where I'm bound, no one.
Uh-oh.
Mom tried. One and only rebel child from a family making miles. Mama always seemed to know what they store.
It's almost like Bert's rapping.
Words of that I kept on turning until Mama told me more. And I turned 21 and listened to his life without parole. No understanding life with Mama tried. Mama tried.
God, he's going to ruin all the music, isn't he? We ask that you donate while I sing.
I hope that was okay for you guys.
Free Bird!
Was he? Somebody. Y'all. Let's see here. I hope that sounded okay. Got some Molly's clapping for me there a little bit. And Carol said, was the volume okay? Was the mix okay? I mean, can I do it? Do you guys want to change anything? Oh, look at Ann. Let's give Bert some tips for singing. I gave 10.
Oh, look who just happened to pop in. Ann says, let's give Bert some tips for singing, guys.
10. Let's all give 10. Oh, bless your heart, Ann. Thank you so much. I just...
It's unreal, dude. Like, it's unreal how much people often come in my show and they're like, well, you take donations. And I'm like, yeah, but I'm not fucking, I'm making jokes. I'm doing comedy. I'm not fucking lying to you about anything or, fucking setting people up like a goddamn con artist like Bert. But people don't understand the scale difference. Like, Bert's making 10 times what I'm fucking making off these old ladies. There's no way. He can afford eyeliner. Guyliner, I'm sorry.
Oh, bless your heart. The Zell is Albert Lynch, if anybody wants to follow suit with that. That's so nice of you. Thank you.
Oh, bless your heart. The Zell is Albert. He had to, did you see that? He had to verify it on his phone. Hold on. She said she donated. He had to check and make sure she did. What's this?
I gave 10. Let's all give 10. Oh, bless your heart, Ann. Thank you so much.
Watch.
I just...
Go that phone quick.
Oh, Zell.
Ah, got it.
Oh, bless your heart. The Zell is Albert Lynch, if anybody wants to follow suit with that. That's so nice of you. Thank you. So I had another song lined up, and it disappeared. But I'm going to fix it right now, because I already had it queued up and everything. But let me go ahead and fix it. I'll make this quick. Okay.
God damn, Bert.
Well, I hope this is the right track.
The fuck is wrong with you?
With the Air Force. Carol said it sounded great. Awesome. Made me want to get up and two-step. Thank you. This one.
With the Air Force?
This is not the song that I auditioned with the Air Force with. I did audition with a Kenny Rogers song with the Air Force.
Oh, God.
Carol said it sounded great. Awesome. Made me want to get up and two-step. Thank you, Randy. I appreciate that. And all y'all that are saying sound is good, thank you. The ones that are tipping, I just saw a couple. Thank you so much for that. That's very nice of you. I don't have a tip jar out here. I guess I need to get one. All I got is my tea. This is a Kenny Rogers song. It's one of my favorite Kenny Rogers songs. I love doing Kenny. So I hope you guys like it. This goes out to the ladies.
Oh, God. This goes... Let me slow it down, women. Hold on. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. You guys have been dry as the Sahara all night. Let's get this going.
T-Mobile.
There's a lot of ways of saying what I want to say to you. There's songs and poems and promises and dreams that might come true. But I won't talk of starry skies or moonlight on the ground. I'll come right out and tell you I just love to lay you down. Get it, Bert.
Slowing you down when everyone's
We don't need to hear that commercial, do we?
that.
Save some pussy for the rest of us, buddy. I don't know. And none of us can get in there live right now. We watch it afterwards. If you want to go watch it live, go watch it. Oh, no.
Lady,
Shadow, you've been there out alone.
you have made me what I am.
T-Mobile
5G, Bert. You're part of the PSYOP. Stop advertising 5G. Shadow.
Lady, I'm your knight in shining armor, and I love you.
Woo!
You have made me what I am.
Shadow. I'm the bearer of your food, and I love you. You put me in a better mood. Shadow.
I am yours. My love, there's so many ways I want to say I love you. Let me hold you in my arms
It's my jam.
forevermore.
Killing it, Bert-Bert.
You have gone and made me such a fool. I'm so lost in your love.
Somebody the other night said Bert should get a job on a cruise ship. Then we found out he's been banned from a couple of them already.
Together, won't you believe in my song?
This is why professionals don't do karaoke, okay?
Lady,
Who told me that Bert was going to have to sing for his dinner or some shit like that? I remember reading when I was delirious. I remember seeing a message saying that Bert had to sing for his dinner.
I thought I'd never find you. You have come into my life and made me whole. Let me hear you else. Only love I need. Beside me is where I want you to be. 'Cause my love, there's something I want you to know. You're the love of my life. You're my lady.
You're my shadow. That dramatic looking up. Oh, shit! Who lost it? Who had to go change their undergarments? I know I did. Twice in my pants already.
You're the love of my life. You're my lady.
That's what sets the eyeliner off. What's the move that what's his name does? Blue Steel. Damn it, the what is it? Zoolander. This should be your logo. This is what the eyeliner's for. Right here. This. I can see my own nose. It's bothering me.
Lady, written by Lionel Richie, recorded by Kenny Rogers. I hope you like that. I'm getting a bunch of hearts over there. I guess I did okay. Kathy says,
Oh, you must have.
took over your show. Oh, gosh, thank y'all. Annette Brewer said, beautiful with a bunch of hearts. Thank you, everyone.
I watched a clip the other day saying, yo, the trolls are getting on me about how much Coke I have. Well, let me tell you, when Coke goes on sale, you buy Coke. Okay? So it was basically like buy 2, get 5 free. So when I got evicted, I had 42 cases of Coke in my trunk.
There, everybody, appreciate it. Those of you that are tipping, God bless you. Because I cannot make a living on this little show I got every night that I'm doing. I'm not the act. I'm just helping out the people that are the act. I wish I was in the show. I really do. Baron says it sounds great tonight. Tipping. Thank you
He can't make money at the job he's got, so instead he's got to come on here and you have to give him extra money.
so much. She's telling the ladies to tip. That's so sweet.
She's telling other old ladies to tip. That's so sweet. Yell at them. Yell at them.
I'm going to rest my voice for just a second, then I've got another really pretty love.
You know, I had to tell Mariah that Mariah and her sister that Garth Brooks was Chris Gaines or whatever. And she didn't believe me.
Song I think I'll do for you guys. I think the sound check really worked out. I'm leaving the mic and everything set up that way until after I do this next song. Lisa Whitlow's joining in late. She says hello to everyone. Just missed 2 songs. You'll have to go back and watch them. Or I can do them again. No, I'm not going to do that. Voice sounds great tonight. Thank you very much. I appreciate that over there. Alexandre says that she thinks Kenny just took over your show.
Oh, sounded just like, I thought the Gambler was here.
Go back here and look at some of these. Oh, I love that song. Thank you, Molly. Appreciate that. Marianne says his wife's name is Marianne. Very cool. Very cool. If we all give $10 and 63 are in the room, it's $630 or $5 each would be. This is Terry Dickerson saying this. 300. No amount is too small.
This is not me. This is not me. This is Terry Dickerson saying this. This is not me. Terry Dickerson says if we all give $10 and there's 65 people in there, it's $650. Or if we all give $5, it's 300 and something. I can't do math. This is Terry Dickerson saying. Terry Dickerson said this, not me.
God bless you, Terry. How sweet of you. Listen, it's not begging for money when you're working for it. And trust me, this is work. Carol said it sounded great. Awesome. Made me want to get up and do something. Okay, I'm going back and just reading some of the older ones here. So I'm going to do another song for you. This used to be kind of my theme song for a long time.
Oh, God.
When I was working all around Florida.
His theme song in Florida.
Larry Graham originally did this song. And it's not...
Dude, he might still be able to perform in Florida if he wasn't such a piece of shit. That's like... Imagine... Like, you just can't afford to live in the house you're in. Let's say you have a house. It's a 3-bedroom house, but you live by yourself with just a cat that you occasionally sleep with, and you could downsize and afford a smaller house. But instead, you just come on the internet and demand people pay for the house that you've had for a while, right? He could go somewhere like Florida or places like that, where not only is it cheaper to live, but there's probably more opportunity for him to fucking work at the level that he's at and easily be able to live. But instead, he demands he cannot leave Las Vegas. You don't understand what it's like. He has to be there, and he has to do podcasts. He didn't even start this podcasting thing till fucking he saw Brad doing it, right? Brad did the GoFundMe or whatever for him or whatever. That's the first time he decided he had to be a fucking podcast when he's 60 goddamn 3 years old. Now he has to live in Las Vegas and he has to do a podcast. The beauty of a fucking podcast is you can do it from where the fuck ever, bro. Where the fuck ever. As long as it's got internet. You're trying to live in one of the most expensive cities in the United States to live. Demand that people pay to keep you there. Literally without having any ties to the place. No family, no fucking decent job. You got a fucking piss poor job where you work a couple nights a week. Nobody will even have you on their podcast. How do you expect to make it?
Easy one to sing. Actually, one of my fans gave me a gold necklace with a gold pin on it that said 1 in a million. And I wore it for like 10 years. Because that's what this song is, and everybody kind of knew me for that song. So I hope I can still do it. It's been a long time since I did this, so let's give it a shot.
This is his theme song, guys. Your 45 fans have to support your monthly expenditures in fucking Las Vegas. Must be nice. Sing in the villages, that's right. Get him some loofahs. If he ties a loofah around it, it might look bigger. I don't know. I don't know what a loofah does for it. Sorry, the stream froze. I apologize. The stream froze. I don't know what happened. Bad internet connection. Technical difficulties. That's exactly right. He's addicted to gambling and probably drinking for free. Half the time he seems fucking hungover or sauced out of his fucking mind. But he's addicted to gambling. Guaranteed. I've seen receipts. I read you receipts on here of one woman sending him over $60,000 in the course of like a year and a half. One person from his following. And he couldn't even pay his fucking rent. He couldn't even pay his fucking rent.
Game on me so long. I started to believe I'd never find anyone to be. Well, thank you so much for those kind words. I see you turning things around.
Let's all donate to Bert.
Best I can, man. I'm fighting a good fight. I remember always God does answer our prayers. I agree with that, brother. I do.
And there was a clip I saw him earlier saying, I wrote Stand Up Old Glory in 1989. In 1991, I wrote this song. And the way I ended it, I'm not saying Randy Travis stole the ending from me, but I didn't steal it from him. I don't know what the fuck he was talking about.
Wow, that was. Let me get back up here. I'm missing out on all these nice things. Awesome song. That was so sweet. Thank you. I appreciate that. Wow, that was great. I just sent another $10 tip. Oh, bless your heart. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Let's see what. Who else has been talking to me? Thank you, man. That's a beautiful song sung by a very talented Bert. Thank you, Terry. Julie says a great choice. And
I know she said it over 85,000. I'm just saying what we counted the receipts up that the screenshots I was sent was over 60,000.
got a bunch of hearts. We love that song. Thank you so much. That's from Hilda. Absolutely love this song. Julie, thank you so much. Have you done How Great Thou Art? I haven't, Pam. My voice isn't strong enough right now to do that song. I've got to work on the camera and the microphone placement just to do that song because I got to stand up to get the high notes. And so right now I haven't had a chance to test that. I am going to do that song for you because you asked for it before.
Okay. Got to be a stander.
Anita wants to know how the weather is. It's in the 60s today. It was nice today. It rained yesterday, but you're in West Virginia. Joining in late there. Okay, so that's.
He should get one of those things that the smokers get where they're like, "Know me like me. I smoked all my life," and that could be his gimmick, right? He just stick the microphone to it, and he only does Kenny Rogers as an android. You need a shtick.
Sam gave me some tears. I guess it made her cry. So I have to tell you guys about the biggest tip I ever got. The biggest tip I ever got, and it was on a cruise ship.
Before he was kicked off.
The song was "Help Me Make It Through the Night," which was originally but several people sang it. Chris Christopherson wrote it. Take the ribbon from your hair, shake it loose and let it fall. You guys, I'm sure you know that song. So this guy comes up to me on the cruise ship. He's with his girlfriend. It turned out later, he had a whole group of people with him. He was a very wealthy man, it turned out. I found out later. And his name was Garth. That's all I'll say is his name was Garth. And
that's all I'll say. His name was Garth.
Was it Garth Brooks? This was in 1983.
Fucking retard.
And he comes up to me and says, "Can you play Help Me Make It Through the Night?" I said, "Absolutely." And he put a $100 bill in my tip jar. I was like, "Wow," because that's unheard of. I mean, you get 20s, a lot of 20s. You don't really see, back in 1983, you don't see many $100 tips. Somebody just said, "Awesome night. Elvis song would be good." Well, I'll pick out an Elvis song and do it for you. Julie says, "A woman cries at a song. It's a compliment. Oh, bless your heart. Thank you so much." So he said, "Play Help Me Through the Night." I did. And 15 minutes, and he got up and danced with his girlfriend. And 15 minutes, he walked up and he put another $100 bill and said, "Play it again." And I told the audience, I said, "Normally I don't repeat songs." Dennis is asking, "How do we send a tip?" Or Denise, I'm not sure which.
Oh God, shut the show down. Dennis wants to know how to send me money. Somebody tell him quick. Get on my Grindr, and in my bio, you'll see the link for my Zelle.
Denise, people are doing it by Zelling. I guess Zell is to me, Albert Lynch.
People are doing it by they're Zelling the fuck out of me. Okay, they're bending me over and they're Zelling me out. They are zelling it in me. They're zelling me. they are zeleeing me. They zeleed my zelly.
Is the easiest way.
The fuck did he just?
Denise, people are doing it by Zelling. I guess Zell.
Yep, they're zelling.
Is the easiest way. Oh, begging Bert is begging again. Actually, I'm earning my money.
Oh, begging Bert. Begging Bert for bagging strips.
Whoever you are.
Brand dog food by Purina.
See how they jump in and jump out? Kimberly, I can try that one. I'll try that one for you. Let me finish this story. So,
see how they jump in, jump out? I can't even ban them. They jump in, jump out so quick. Jump out, jump in.
So he put another $100 bill in there, and I played it again. I told the audience, I said, "Folks, I'm going to tell you right now, if somebody put a $100 bill in there, I'll play the song as many times as they want me to." Well, he jumped up, and he did it again. See, I'm gonna try to.
So the story's about $300. First of all, wasn't he the one that was talking shit about people with tip jars the other day? Didn't he have a rant video about tipping and how it's become like you're supposed to tip for everything and blah, blah, blah in Las Vegas and people are getting used to it? And he even said something about it driving up the prices. Or hell, I could dream that. I don't know. I almost died. But second of all, the biggest tip you ever got was $300? Maybe you're not that good, dude.
See what's happening here, folks, as they jump in and jump out. I'll just ignore them. So he tipped me about 9 times that night. They said, play that song.
Okay.
And I was blown away by it. And I said, man, I walked up to him. I said, I just want to thank you for the tips. That's what I make in a week. And he goes, well, how much did I give you? And I said, $900. He goes, no, here's another 100. Make it an even 1,000. And he reached down for his Bud Light. And he looked at me and he goes, I hate this Bud Light. He goes, that's all they serve on this ship is Bud Light. Budweiser and Bud Light. He goes, I drink Coors. I'd give $100 for a can of Coors. I looked at him. I said, you serious? He goes, why? Do you know where there's some Coors? I said, yeah, in my cabin. He said, I'll give you $100 for every can of Coors that you can bring to my cabin. He goes, I'm in the presidential suite. I said, well, I'm not allowed to come in the presidential suite. I'm not allowed to do that. So, 1 second.
Did Bert get catfished? Did somebody tip him big because they thought his eyeliner was sexy, and then they fucked his face until it was just dripping off, till it looked like he had a bad girl's night?
Folks, let me get rid of a piece of garbage. Let me take out the garbage. He said, I'm in the presidential suite. He said, you figure out a way to bring me some Coors, and I'll make sure that you get $100 for each one of them. And he says, as a matter of fact, bring your guitar. And I said, I could get fired. He goes, didn't you just say that you're making $1,000 a week, and I just paid you $1,000? He says, if you get fired, I'll pay you for the whole month. He goes, ain't nobody going to get you in trouble. I'm in the presidential suite. And he had a whole party with him. So I went down there with my guitar, and I had a
Is this other things that never fucking happened? Is this another story?
briefcase. And I took everything out of that briefcase.
And then when I got there, he was holding money, but he wasn't wearing anything but a light coat of baby oil and a smile. And I'm not going to tell you what happened after that, but I was tipped well, and I actually got to take some of these pictures home with me. Somebody added in Carnival Cruise Presidential Suite behind this and sent it back to me, okay? Carnival Cruise Presidential Suite, and then send it, and then just a table here, like a cruise table. It's like built into the wall with some Johnson's and Johnson's baby oil just sitting over here to the side. At least he got to keep the pictures, right?
Because it can't be seen walking around the ship with that beer. That was only for my own consumption in my room. And so I put 6 cans of Coors in those gold cans in that gold briefcase with my guitar, and I go down there, and he goes, where's the beer? And I set it up. They had a bar in this presidential suite, and I popped it open, and I had ice laid on top of it, and it was in them gold cans and that gold briefcase, and he goes, this is the most amazing thing I've ever seen. And he says, play me that song again. I played it like 5 more times for him that night. I ended up making $2,500 that week, or that night, from that one song and 6 Coors cans. And ultimately, when I got off the ship, this guy contacted me and said, I want to be your manager. I want you to come out to San Francisco, and I'm going to help you get some work.
Oh.
And I did. I moved to California, San Francisco for the second time. I lived in LA, and I went to college, and I moved out to San Francisco, and the guy managed me for 2 years. I worked all around the San Francisco Bay Area. It was amazing. It was just amazing. But anyway, I thought I'd share that story with you guys. That was a long time ago. So I got rid of the clone, or the troll. We're going to get those from time to time, folks, and I'll try to get rid of them when I can. So I don't know if I can pull off this song or not, but I'll try it. Just because
I doubt it.
Somebody wants me to do
I doubt you can do it, Bert.
What was the Elvis tune you wanted? Let me go back and check. What was the one that she asked for? I've forgotten now. Okay, let me go back and see what... Are You Lonesome Tonight? Okay. Boy, that's got talking in it, so I get to talk like Elvis. This will be fun. And I haven't vetted this track, so I have no idea what it's going to sound like. Oh, crap. That didn't work out like it's supposed to.
Okay. Here we go.
What I do is I go in here and I pick the one before you guys get here, and let me try to see if I can find a decent track on this.
Oh, God damn it. I think he said it's not Garth Brooks. I don't know who the fuck he's talking
I
about.
just hope that this track is decent, because I have no idea. We'll just try to adjust it and see what happens. I'll do my best Elvis for you that I can.
A $300 travel credit and a reminder to take your PT.
Oh my God, we're doing Elvis.
Sapphire Reserve.
Oh.
Sorry about that, you guys.
So there's 2 ways that you get credit card ads on YouTube. One, you have really good credit and they want to give you a credit card. 2, you're down on your luck and you've been trying to get credit cards. I wonder which one Bert is.
Come on, get rid of commercials.
God, will this not go faster?
Are you lonesome tonight? Do you miss me tonight? Are you sorry we drifted apart?
To the park, said the captions.
'Cause your memory strayed to a bright summer day when I kissed you and called you sweetheart.
Imagine being stuck on a cruise ship with nothing but this. I'd swim for land.
In your parlor seem empty. And then do you gaze at your doorstep and picture me there? Is your heart
I'd hop off with some Cubans if I thought they were heading the right direction.
filled with pain? Shall I come back?
They could be floating in a fucking 1973 Ford Pinto and I'd jump.
Tell me, dear, are you
Looks like it'll work.
tonight? You know, I wonder if you're lonesome tonight. You know, someone said the world's a stage. Each must play a part. Fate had me playing in love. He was my sweetheart. Act 1 was only bad. I loved you at first glance. You read your lines so cleverly, you never missed a cue. Then came Act 2. You seemed to change. You acted strange. And why? I'll never know. Now, honey, you lied to me when you said you loved me.
It just comes off. It just comes off so gross when he like impersonates every singer. Like, I would give him more. I mean, I still don't enjoy his style of singing or his music selection or any of that, but I would give him more credit if he was just doing it as him. But for some reason, he tells people that he has to impersonate the person he's singing. That's the only way he can do it. Apparently, he thinks that impersonators are looked highly upon now as they were in like the fucking 70s and 80s. I don't know.
And I had no cause to doubt you. But I'd rather go on living a lie than to go on living without you. And now I'm standing here, the stage is bare.
We're going to make him sing fancy.
And there's emptiness all around. And if you won't come back to me, then they can bring the curtain down. Here's your heart.
The naked rain curtain down is what the captions picked up.
Filled with pain. Shall I come back again? Tell me,
I don't know if Bert knows this, but there's enough content of Bert on the internet now to train an AI bot to speak and sing as if it were Bert. We already did the Sea Hag. We already did the Sea Hag. So there you go. Who knows? Who knows what'll come of that?
Hi, Will. It's me again, Kathy H. I just wanted to make sure that all your listeners know where to find you, so I prepared a simple little message for them. If it's Friday or Saturday, Will can be found at kick.com/coldbeerconfessional. Otherwise, look for Will at twitch.tv/coldbeerconfessional. I hope you got all your Christmas shopping done, Will. Have a blessed holidays with your beautiful family. With love, Kathy H.
And this was like 4 of her voice clips. Bert's got hours and hours and hours of content on it. There are people taking recordings of their lost loved ones and making AI bots, and it's like freakishly real. We could have a Bert that says anything. I could make Bert my new bot that announces when I get a donation.
Are you lonesome tonight? Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. I hope you guys like that one. We got a lot of new comments. Maybe that's good.
Trolls.
Sherry said it was beautiful. Wow, that was great. Thank you. Kimberly, thank you very much, everybody. It was fantastic. It was worth $20 tip. Thank you, sweetie. God bless you. Oh, man. I hope everybody's following suit on that. That's so nice of you. Hilda said it was great. Keep Elvis alive. I'm trying. I swore I would always do an Elvis tribute in every show I ever did, and I've always done it. I've always at least paid some, homage to Elvis in every show I do. One of these nights I'll do American Trilogy for you. I do that in my show on the Strip, when I had a show on the Strip. Somebody help Denise Creech understand how to help with tipping. Excellent rendition, says Julie. Thank you so much.
Joseph Smith was called a prophet. Dum 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 dum. He started the Mormon religion. Dum 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 dum.
I forgot that my buddy linked me this this folder he put together with all these sound libraries. He's got a ton in them too. He updates them all the time. I forgot I got a bunch of these. What do you got in here? We're gonna have to train a air horn. Oh shit, Bert.
And Marianne Mann is offering people a chance to go over to the website. You can go over there and you can also buy a logo.
Oh wait, when Bert starts begging, then Jesus texts him. Jesus texts him to cast us out of his chat.
The CDs are still on back order until March, and then we will be ordering some more CDs in the middle of March. So right now, what is this here? Carol says, Bert, this is your troll. Okay, I appreciate that. I could do a whole lot tonight. The only reason my voice is good is because I've just got the sniffles, and I don't want to try to go all night with the sniffles because I'll lose my voice. I can do a few songs here and there, but that's
He can't do that many sniffles, guys. Just a little bit of sniffles.
I can get on something that'll get rid of these. I believe the sniffles are related to cancer because I've had them ever since I had surgery. There's just a constant issue with my sinuses because the cancer was in the back of my throat, it was in the back of my mouth, and up into my sinus cavity and all through here. And so they told me that life was never going to be the same again, but they also told me that I was never going to sing again, and that just didn't work out that way. I'm so thankful to God for that. If I couldn't sing, I really wouldn't have any reason to want to be here. And that's just the truth. I'm not being honest about it. So we've been on about an hour and 10 minutes, and I want to thank everybody. We covered quite a bit of news in the beginning. And
oh, did we? Well, wait, one of them was that Biden's dog retired. So that was a thing.
We have, in the next couple of days, we're going to have to watch and see what happens with Biden's brother who's being, Randy, that whole thing with the salt water and stuff, tried all that stuff. None of it works. It's because they had to, I don't know if I told you guys this, but they had this thing called a trumpet up my nose to keep me breathing. And then when I took it out, I've always had sniffles ever since. There may be something they can do about it. Well, I do have to go back and see my cancer doctor and get a checkup for my 3-year to make sure that cancer's not back. I don't need to go see the doctor. I have every confidence in the world that God cured me of cancer. It's not coming back. Yeah, we got one person in here that keeps changing their name.
Keeps changing their name, guys.
And jumping back in.
God cured me with the cancer, and it's never coming back, okay?
Go holistic. Well, Julie, I only went to them because they did the surgery. I won't let them do anything else to me other than surgery. Organic Irish sea moss. Your mucus will be gone in 2 days. Well, we'll give that a try. See if I can find some somewhere. I apologize for the troll. This guy has no life. He just has no life. I feel sorry for the guy.
Wait, Jesus is going to text him in a minute. Just wait.
I handle the trolls. And I believe that God wants me to do this, but I'm saving the big guns for when they're really, really needed, if that makes any sense. Katie posts, what do you do?
It means he has no big guns. This is all he's got. The godcologist. That's right.
With the organic Irish sea moss. I would imagine, am I supposed to... Does anybody hear me begging for money? No. You hear me performing.
Wait a second. Is this a trick question?
Irish sea moss. I would imagine, am I supposed to... Does anybody hear me begging for money? No. You hear me performing.
You literally came on and said, guys, I don't know. I know that between God's done his part, but between you and God, and again, God's done his part. Between you and God, I still got $2,800 of that $3,500 for the movers. Just I got to come up with by tomorrow. And I don't know how we're going to do it, but I know we are. And I'm just going to be here live until you guys give me enough.
For money. Mary.
So do hookers, Bert. Jesus Christ. But that doesn't stop them from standing at the fucking street light saying, you know what you can get for $10?
And it won't matter that you reported him. Facebook doesn't care if people harass patriots. You can harass a patriot all you want. It's
Patriots.
I know who he is. It won't.
You don't know. You don't know, Bert. I was on my deathbed.
I don't care. God told me to exercise him. And I've told you before, I don't call myself a preacher. But God told me to absolutely.
God told you to get a job, Bert.
So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the performance. And I do work for tips right now. When I first moved to Las Vegas, that's what I did. The first time when I first moved, if I still had my music equipment, I'd go do it again, but I've lost all the equipment. I played for tips.
Lost all the equipment. God said, if a man will not work, he shall not eat, Bert. And you're looking a little plump these days.
About first 3 or 4 weeks until I was seen and heard by a few people. The next thing you know, I landed a headliner position at a casino for 2 years, 5 nights a week for 2 years in that casino. I had only been in Vegas maybe 3 months when I was headlining, and I came here with nothing. I kind of feel like doing another song just because I do. So, yeah, they all know about the Bert Lynch truth page, you jerk. They all know about it. They know it's fake. They know it's full of crap. You have no life at all.
Here we go. God just texted him. He had to God had to send him his secret prayer. Here we go.
You have no life at all.
Hold on, let me slow this down. Real time. In real time.
I command you under the authority of Jesus Christ, in the name of Jesus Christ, leave this room. You are not welcome here. The power of Christ compels you to leave this room. In Jesus' name, amen. Be gone.
I need an animation where my head spins around and I vomit all over the screen. I think that would come in handy right about now.
That came directly from God.
He doesn't. He doesn't qualify for Social Security. He didn't work enough to get Social Security, legend. That's why he can't draw. Be gone.
I command you under the authority of Jesus Christ, in the name of Jesus Christ, leave this room. You are not welcome here. The power of Christ compels you to leave this room. In Jesus' name, amen. Be gone.
Be gone. Like a long tube full of demons.
Do you really believe that human beings are demons?
No, I do not. And don't you ever say I did.
Believe that human beings are demons?
No, I do not. And don't you ever say I did.
Now, Oral used to fly airlines, right? But even back there then, man, it got to the place where it was agitating his spirit. Sure. People coming up to him. He had become famous, and they wanting him to pray for him and all that. You can't manage that today. Right. This dope-filled world. Right. And get in a long tube with a bunch of demons. Right.
Do you really believe that?
Oh, a long tube full of demons.
And don't you ever say I did.
Birds flying first class, baby. Be gone.
Amen and amen. Let's do another song.
Yeah, he says himself he doesn't qualify for Social Security. Which is wild. He's 65 years old. You must earn at least 40 credits, 40 Social Security credits to be eligible for Social Security benefits. You earn credits when you work and pay Social Security taxes. The number of credits does not affect the amount of benefits you will receive. We use the number of credits you've earned to determine your eligibility for retirement or disability benefits, Medicare, and your family's eligibility for survivor benefits. We cannot pay benefits to you if you don't have enough credits. Since 1978, you can earn up to a maximum of 4 credits per year. Credits are based on your total wages and self-employment income for all the year. You might work all year to earn 4 credits, or you might earn enough for all 4 in less time. The amount of earnings it takes to earn a credit may change each year. In 2024, earn 1 Social Security and Medicare credit for every $1,730 in covered earnings each year. You must earn $6,920 to get the maximum 4 credits. You have to earn $7,000 in a year, and that's today. So it was a lot lower back then when he was in his working years. Today, you have to earn $7,000 a year to get your 4 credits in a year. So you'd have to earn $7,000 a year minimum for 10 years to draw Social Security.
I'm going to do something I said I wasn't going to do.
If you want to, if you need Social Security disability before you're 24, you only have to have 6 credits in the past 3 years. 24 to 31, if you have credit for working half the time between age 21 and the time your disability began. As an example, if you developed a disability at age 27, you need 3 years. From 21 to 27 would be 6 years. So you need 3 years of work, which would be 12 credits out of the past 6 years. 31 or older in general, you must have at least 20 credits in a 10-year period before your disability can begin. But if you're just talking about retirement, you basically need 40 credits. So if he's 65, so if basically at 60, he should have been about 9.5 credits minimum to qualify. I'm sorry, he should have been up to 40 credits, but he could have retired. He could have got disability at 60 with only 9.5 credits.
Here comes the bread guy.
Come on. If you save nearly $750.
Yeah, my dad ended up getting Social Security disability actually pretty easily because he didn't have a high school diploma. Him and my mom both dropped out when they got married because they got in a big fight with the school. They were married and living together their senior year, and my mom missed a day of school, and my dad wrote her a note to like come in the next day or whatever, and the principal laughed at him, and Dad flipped his shit. And they both quit. But anyways, he didn't have a high school diploma, and all he ever did was drive a truck. And his diabetes got so bad that he was insulin dependent, on the needle, congestive heart failure. He just had so many things that they didn't trust him to continue to carry his CDL. So he actually got his pretty. He didn't even have to. He didn't. Most people tell you like you have to get declined the first time, and then you have to reapply for disability, Social Security disability. He didn't even get declined the first time.
$50 like this? Imagine what we could get.
Oh, like blackberries, cranberries.
Exactly.
Well, I'm sure the cruise ship money would have been international. They would have paid as much as they could have international tax-free. I've worked on jobs international tax-free. I still usually come home and settle my Social Security and all that shit anyways, but you got to think about who we're dealing with here.
Oh, Lord, my God, when I in awesome wonder consider
Lift that lid up, Bar. I'm getting fish hooked.
I made.
I see the stars, and I hear rolling thunder.
Can't even get Pandora. That's right. Yeah, for some people, it's a lot harder. It kind of just depends on what you are. Basically, the way they looked at my dad is he was too old to be retrained into something. He had never taken a break in his work history at all, and basically he made it up to where like he was above driving a truck. He was a foreman for a huge road construction company, and was over all the dump truck drivers. And when they basically they combined, they tried to streamline and combined two different sections of their business, and they kept one foreman and got rid of the other one. They kept the one that was good with the bosses, and played poker with them, friends with the owner's son, and let my dad go. So the only skill my dad had to fall back on was driving a truck. And when the doctor told him like, I can't sign off on you fucking driving a truck. Are you crazy? You could just die going down the road and kill somebody, a dump truck, or a tractor and trailer. So as soon as he lost his license, it was probably like 4 months, and dad had his shit. Like, it was crazy fast.
Acclamation to take me home, for what joy shall fill my heart. Then I shall bow in humble adoration and then proclaim, oh my God, how great thou art. And sings my soul, oh my Savior, my God thee. Oh,
That looks like a seizure. It looks so bad when he sings, dude. Like, he can sing all right? Like, he can sing better than I can, obviously. He could probably sing better than the average person walking down the street. Why does it look like he's having a seizure? And I'm going to slow it down just so people say it's not because I got him sped up. It hurts me to look at him when he sings. Why does it look like he's in pain? There's no professional singer where I like hear the song on the radio and I think that's a good song, and then that's a decent artist, or that's a decent performance of someone else's song. I like a lot of remakes, and then I go watch the music video and I'm like, God damn, what is that guy? What the fuck? What is that guy? Jesus Christ! I'll never listen to this again. I've never met anybody like that. I've met people I thought, I didn't know that guy was black, or I didn't know that guy was, that short, or I didn't think that guy would have a giant fucking beard. Like there's been people like that, I guess, but nobody that I thought, man, I don't know if I can listen to this guy at all. I just don't. I don't think I can do it. Oh, I'm trying to pump myself up for this. I don't know. Here we go. Like, I feel like he needs medical attention. I feel like there would be people in the audience trying to, like, on the download, dial 911.
How great thou art, how great thou art, and sings my soul, our Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great, how...
Wasn't, what's that band? Damn it, I can't think of the name of it now. Seven Dust. Seven Dust lead singer for a long time was black. I don't know if they're even still around. Seven Dust for a long time lead singer was black. And like the first time I saw him, I was like, damn, their lead singer's black. But I never thought, man, is he having a medical emergency? Why didn't someone put a life alert pendant on him before he went up on stage? It doesn't give off the impression like he's putting it all out there or leaving it all on the stage. It puts off the impression like, buddy, there's some type of bodily limitations to you fucking singing, bro. Yeah, Seven Dust is a cool band.
God bless everybody.
The fuck was that? What was the pointing thing? 360p, my ass. Hit the Zally.
My voice wasn't 100%. I didn't hit the high note on the end, but I gave you all I had. So I hope y'all like that. Thank you, Hilda. Thank you, Julie.
If you think I'm swell, send me a Zal.
Everybody. We'll do that again in a few weeks or so, or days when my voice is 100%, and I'll do it better. But I hope
Well, if she's made out of metal, that gives some, deeper reverberations. That makes sense.
Still, I guess getting in there. I appreciate you guys so much. It's been 20 minutes, and it's getting late over here. I don't want to be too noisy and disturb the neighbors. But there's about 400 people, 500 people watching right now. And
No, the fuck there isn't 400. The whole goddamn video from 3 days ago has 700 views. 400, 500 people, my ass. You've never had 400 or 500 people watching.
oh well, we're still getting trolled. You got goddamn.
Bert, I got 300 watching and we're all laughing at you. What are the chances you genuinely had 400 watching, cheering you on?
Just do what you want to do. But what you're doing is of Satan. It's not of God. And nobody here cares to hear from you, sir. But we will pray for you.
We'll pray for you.
Well, Robert. So again,
why didn't you cast them out, Bert?
Guys, somebody wants me to do Raise Up Old Glory. Do you guys want to hear Raise Up Old Glory before we go? I can do that. I guess I say yes.
Actually, now that someone mentioned Seven Dust still around, I just heard a cover they did. I don't know how long ago they did it, but it was or not a cover, a song they did from a while back, and it was new, I think. I can't remember the name of it.
Okay, we're still on the air. I don't know what's going on with. I'm getting inundated by something.
Inundated. I'm getting inundated by. We're still on the air. I'm getting inundated. I don't know what's going on.
So you guys know that I wrote this song. It's
Bert's God powers were suspended for failure of payment.
a song about the American flag, and it's called Raise Up Old Glory. And I hope you guys like it. The sound will be much better tonight. So I hope this goes over good here. It's got started without me. Don't start without me, man.
I don't want to Darius Rucker's name mentioned in my chat. Thank you very much. He tried to ruin Wagon Wheel.
Don't start without me, baby.
Oh God, just more lip syncing. But he'll play it even when he's lip syncing his own song. He plays it too hard to where he still looks like he's in pain. And I honestly think this is what I think's happening. Okay, I'm giving the impression that I'm giving it my all. Like I'm like when you play a sport, they say leave it all on the court, leave it all on the field, don't bring nothing back. You ought to be crawling back in the locker room, leave it all out there. There's no place that, especially if it's like your last game or something, can't take it home with you. I think he thinks people are thinking that, when instead people are thinking, oh my God, this guy's going to need like permanent in-home care before the song's over.
We won't take anymore. Shattered and torn, rain soaked and warm. Ain't never seen battle, but it looks like it's been to a war.
Praise him, Lord. Here we go.
Take pride in your country, all the way to your grave. Stand up, America. I'm talking to you. To the daughters and sons of the fathers who fought for the red, white, and blue. Stands for our freedom. Stands for our pride. It stands for the people who gave up their lives. It stands for heroes.
I wonder why he never, ever, ever sings this song. Do you think he just knows that he's like downhill and can't sing it as good as it was when he recorded it 20 fucking years ago or whatever? He never lip syncs this one. And you know he's got the fucking clean music for it. It's his fucking song.
And it stands as a symbol of a nation that never retreats.
He might not have the chorus.
Your country, all the way to your grave. Stand up, America. To the daughters and sons of the fathers who fought for the red, white, and blue. Raise up our glory, and long may she wave. Take pride in your country, all the way to your grave. Stand up, America.
Yeah, the guy from Seven Dust, his name's like LeJean or some shit. And I still didn't know he's black.
To the daughters and sons of the fathers who fought for the red, white, and blue. Yeah, the daughters
Oh, it's 100% lip sync. Like, there's no doubt at all. I don't even think his followers think he's really singing it.
of the fathers who fought for the red, white, and blue.
Then he takes a big breath at the end. God, ooh, barely got that one out, guys.
Praise up, Old Glory. Written and recorded by yours truly. And I thank you very much, folks. Take pride.
You might be getting up to put up your flag right now, but he's had me at fucking full mast all night, baby. That's right. Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Hilda loves the words of that song. Bless your heart, hon. Thank you, Ann, for promoting the tipping. That's so sweet of you. Everybody on here tonight, thank you so much, Hilda. Marianne, for posting the website so many times. God bless you. We'll fight off these trolls.
You ever notice he says there's 400 or 500 people watching, but he's only got 4 or 5 names to pick from? Marianne and Hilda and her husband, and I think Julie said something once. And there's that one girl that's not my cousin. I remember her.
And I rebuke every evil troll. Thank you, Randy. She says she rebukes every evil troll on here tonight by the power of Jesus to be thrown out to the dry place and destroyed by his fire. Thank you, Jesus. Amen. God bless you. God bless you.
What was that curse? What are you putting on me? Some type of fucking witchcraft?
Thank you so much, Hilda. Marianne, for posting the website so many times. God bless you. We'll fight off these trolls. And I rebuke every evil troll. Thank you, Randy. She says she rebukes every evil troll on here tonight by the power of Jesus to be thrown out to the dry place and destroyed by his fire. Thank you, Jesus. Amen. God bless you.
Oh, in the dry place.
Becky says, yes, thank you. Let's do it. Robert, you're awesome. Thank you very much.
We all know Bert's not going dry. Drinks for free at the casino.
Guys, you'll definitely benefit from the Irish sea moss. Yeah, send me a private message and tell me. Sounds like you're really congested. I'm sorry that it sounds that way. I'm trying to push past it. Send me a private message, Julie, and tell me how to consume the sea moss or what it is I'm supposed to do. I appreciate all you guys. I will go check all these messages that are coming in that I haven't had a chance to look at, and we'll be back again tomorrow night. I've got to go to work. I've got to get out of here, and so I'm going to do that. I'll be back online probably around 11:30, checking on all you folks, and I appreciate everything, all the kind words. Mr. Jackass says he's going to follow me around the casino. Well, you come down and watch the show, buy a ticket.
This jackass says he's going to go follow me around at the casino. You want to watch the show, buy a ticket. That's the only way I get paid.
tell them I sent you. They'll give you a discount, and I'll know where you're sitting. So thanks, everybody. I've got to go do my thing, and I've got the dental appointment in the morning. In the afternoon, I'm sure I'm going to have some numbness and stuff, but it'll wear off in time for me to do a show for you tomorrow night. So
Come over here and prostitute myself out for one more night.
God bless, and we will see you guys again tomorrow. Remember, I watch the news, so you don't have to. Pray for me, and I'm going to pray for you.
Oh, there you go. I watch the news, so you don't have to. Remember, guys, I watch the news, so you don't have to. Newsflash. It's going to be wet and wild this weekend, okay?
Please do pray for me, because I sure do need it. And we will talk to you guys again tomorrow. Good night.
Well, all of his medical expenses were paid. I'm sure his fucking dental's paid for, too. Jesus Christ, Bert. Damn. Anyways, he's got more content for us to pick through. Where was that one post? I wonder if I can find that one post. He just went live earlier today. He hasn't posted it yet. Mocking has never been a fruit of the Holy Spirit. Oh, here it is. Hi, Bert. You and Faye sang at mine and your Aunt Cindy's wedding almost 35 years ago. I have a request. Can you sing the Waltz of the Angels in your own voice, not as an impersonator? I miss your Aunt Cindy deeply. Thank you. Jesus Christ. His own family's been conned. Oh, God. "50 years ago, April 3rd, 1974, I, with my 4 children, were in the center of the house in a bathtub when this hit. This picture was taken a friend as it was hitting our house. He was by Knottstown High School when he took this 7 miles away." Oh, they got hit by a tornado. That's crazy. We're in the bathroom in the center of the house. It's just one of his fans posted it because Bert was talking about, remember when we didn't have phones and technology, but now he uses the internet and his fucking laptop to feed himself and his one cat. Jesus Christ. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed the comeback. Hopefully the voice holds out, and I'll be back tomorrow hanging out with you guys. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. We got a couple donations tonight. Make sure you check out Intel Lady's latest video. If one of the mods will drop the link before I end, I'd appreciate it. Check out Intel's latest video. She did one today. It was pretty good. I was there for the live or for the premiere. Thank you all for joining us. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm gonna try to get back on schedule. I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing shows 7 days a week. I think I want to branch out and cover some other stuff too, which is gonna take probably more research and maybe even some edited videos, which will take a little bit of time. I'm still gonna do quite a few streams a week, but I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing seven shows a week, 7 nights a week. We'll figure it out as it gets there. But thank you guys for joining us. We got some Patreon videos to make up now that I've been sick for almost died for a week or whatever. But I'll be back. Thank you guys for joining us. Thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. We'll see everybody on the next one. Don't do anything that Bert would do because it probably involves abusing a cat. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you on the next one. Have a good night.
But I can tell you this about if this douchebag happens to see this particular show, you don't have the forking balls to call out the people on this planet by name and tell them exactly who they are and tell them the rest of the world who they are. You don't have the forking balls. You don't have the balls.
Okay, Scott.
Here we go, I think I started some shit. Listen off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet.
If Phil would just go ahead and send me my $1.7 million he owes me.
It's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set.
And then I'm going to charge Nick for the receipts.
Listen, bitch, I came equipped with a quick wit and a 6th sense for the stupid shit. Where my true believer?
I'm a businessman. You understand?
All these false fucking prophets who profit off of gossip. Worship.
I'm fixing to do some business.
For a throat deposit, swinging fucking meat hammers like four in a thong. He's strapped to the shaft, eating his chest like he's King Kong. Starving for attention, I'm gonna make your gut burst.
I found out today that they don't believe in dinosaurs. Baby. They think that all the dinosaur bones were giant or were dragons. from the Middle Ages and Nephilim, and the scientists are lying to you about dinosaurs. Now imagine being a well-educated person who threw your lot in just for a fill video of content that was already out there, and now you're not allowed to believe in dinosaurs.
I found myself a tunnel that led to Jason Q's bedroom. Open his closet, I found some of his meat rockets. I strapped them to my shoes and then I flew through the roof. I found myself in orbit strapped to an F-16. High on amphetamine with Trump in between. Put on a light coat of baby oil and saluted the troops.
I can't believe anybody ever thought that I would side with either one of them.
Stop. What?
They don't believe in dinosaurs. They think they were dragons, dude. Like, who thought I was going to fucking be like, oh my God, yay, Nick, we're best friends. Can I be on your show?
Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in them bets, you know that.
Fuck them both. I hope they both pay me to attack each other.
You ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in them bets, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Round 3. Down goes Nino. Please say it isn't so. Got him backed up on the ropes, trying to ram it down his throat. Now things are getting rocking. He was doing so well. It's all over. Hands on his shoulders. They ringing.
Yeah, send them in, guys. I'll check them out, and we should show them on the show. Put them in the chat, something.
Came first, ninth inning, second string, and they acting like they know hitters. Assholes throwing bullshit, shit and runs to the shitter. All this nonsense on my conscience. It's hard to sleep at night. Who the fuck is in my window with this time of the night? These parasites, these leeches.
If I wanted fucking Jason Q, if I wanted Jason Q on my show, I could just go pick up an everyday average non-secretary of the internet neo-Nazi. You think they're hard to come by? I know people that's been to prison.
You know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in them bets, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet.
You don't have those guts.
Have a good night, everybody.
You're a pussy wearing aviator glasses in your mother's basement, and I won't even give out your dime store handle because that's really pathetic.
We all have filing cabinets. Stop flexing on us, bro.